got Mike.
Just say when we are muted.
As you say, as you're unmuted. Hello and welcome to Galerius Might League Week 2 game. What have we got in store here? We've got me, printers, you know me. I'm here every time. You got Lagosaurus Rex, what, 77? 77, something like that. And we got Ghost Rider 62 as well, as we go into this very anticipated lower division game. Hello, introduce yourselves, nerds.
I think you've already introduced us.
Yes.
Can we hear you in the game? We most likely can. Can you talk for me?
Hello.
Great, awesome. So sound's working. Good thing I tested that before, right? Haha.
I just had to mute the stream because I heard double.
Oh. Oh, well, yeah, obviously.
Because I can hear, you two, and then I can hear the stream. So I muted it.
Matt Goober, shut up. Say Goober, I mean Godbar. As we go into the first bands, obviously, you know, the usual. Bastet, Cleaner, and Gilgamesh being banned on both sides. Both sides? On either side. Ash Benz is being banned from GSL Twitch chat. DMing me. What the fuck is this?
What's this BM for, bro?
Apparently they can't hear you. I call cap on that. It's because they're not talking, because they're trolls. As we go into more bands, we go into an RTO, maybe a target ban. Morton has been known to scout the enemy team quite a bit, and that could be the result of that. We do await the first pick. Shiva ban, by the way. Shiva was banned from the league for about a week, not even that, because of a bug, but looks like no other league was banning it. I posted it around, no one said anything about it. And
the invisibility.
Yeah, the invisibility bug, and I haven't seen no reported issue about it. If it happens in a game, then yikes.
I've told my team that we're gonna have 100% ban rate on Shiva, just not because of the invis, just because playing against him is 8.
He's great. I love playing as him.
Oh yeah, we
It's
love
quite
him on our
rough.
team, but if you're not first pick, you ban Shiva. That's sort of how I'm playing it.
I love Shiva. It's actually one of my favorite gods. If we do wait for this first pick, we see a Medusa. Medusa first pick into this scheme.
I would have expected to see some of the more frontliners be picked up first.
27.
I'm not really against them. I mean, Medusa's one of those ADCs you can't really counter pick, and she's kind of good into just about anything. Like, she'll pretty much always win lane, at least to some extent.
I would argue that I would always try to aim to pick the tanks first.
Yeah.
But both teams are ignoring that right now. Which is
Yeah.
okay.
And from what Lag was saying, you can counter pick a Medusa. It's just, and they're not guaranteed to win lane. There are gods with higher pressure than
Just
Medusa.
gotta turn your build up a little bit.
If they're going the Bluestone sort of start, then it is quite hard to outpressure a Bluestone start, especially with the current sort of thing that we've been seeing with Frenzy being the first relic, and that both teams just use on the first wave to get clear.
Yeah, we see Apollo and the Morgan of Fae here, both locked in now. Took a while on those picks there. Really thought about those picks, and they finally did lock them in.
Apollo's gonna have that global pressure though with that ult that Medusa just won't be able to. So I'll be expecting to see Apollo play sort of back until level 5 and then start fucking up other lanes.
Yeah, Apollo's got a great play style. Well, I say great if you're on his team, because he has the option to just keep split pushing during the late game, and then finally make an appearance when you really don't want him to. He's able to split push and go for the Phoenix and force someone to back while you're on, FG, and then that 5v4 for you, right, comes a 4v5 for them. because now they have the Apollo and one of your teammates at the back to go save the Phoenix. And
The Geb Medusa lane is quite a bully lane in my opinion.
yeah, Geb Medusa.
Geb Medusa lane is a very bully heavy lane, so that they could be looking to early pressure and snowball from that.
If we see a Geb knock up into a Medusa ult, I will I'll cry.
Yeah,
That is a dirty combo.
Even the Agni and all 3 gods chosen so far have really high CCs sort of abilities, so I would be expecting to see a lot of beads and maybe some CC immune gods, maybe a Ravana in the jungle.
Yeah, I want to see like a Quebec, and every time I see an Agni, my brain is just like, give me Quebec. And I wonder if we'll see maybe something like that, maybe a Moja, something with wolves, you know?
Or Ares.
Yeah, or Odin, because like those sort of gods just destroy gods like Medusa and Agni. Even
I like
Geb.
the Ganesha pickup here.
I'm not really a fan of that here, to be honest. I would have much preferred like an Ares Cabrakan.
I mean, it stops the dash of
preferred that as
Medusa and
well, but-
Agni, so it's like pretty cool into it. And
Ganesha is my favorite Guardian though, so I might be a bit biased there.
Yeah, Ganesha's kind of a support you can't really go wrong with. It's very good, like, support character, and it counters a lot of things.
I think we saw his play go up a lot when Compassion was added into the game. I don't remember seeing him much before that. But then Compassion or the Sentinels one, the new starters, they're really good for Ganesha.
Yeah, Ganesha's a great pick as we see the Daji and Cthulhu bans, you know, Cthulhu kind of dominating the solo lane nowadays. And we do see the Daji ban also dominating the jungle.
Yeah, it's because of the Morgan Le Fay, they don't want to get just completely fucked. Although Morgan Le Fay does have the
I mean, yeah,
CC
all their
ult,
characters
so-
have CC immunity, besides when getting Asher, their backline has CC immunity, but you know, you prefer not to use the Morgan Le Fay ult.
Yeah, and the Apollo won't be ulting out of a Daji ult because of the channel time. A lot of the time, someone will be able to burst Apollo down before he can get into the air.
And we see a Wheelix pick up here, which is very interesting because none of them have a leap.
Yeah, I don't see any leaps, and
not really any knockups, really.
The only knockups are a Willish themselves or
And
the
Morgan Le
Le
Fay.
Fay.
Yeah.
Or Ganesha.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, the Ganesha as well, but that's a very... The Ganesha knockup is very hard to pull with a Willish, because you're not throwing them into the air very high. It's a very hard... You know, comms would have to be on point to get that consistent, at least. We see a Ravana pick from Red, Purple, Blue.
Yeah, no, Red, Purple, Blue, you know, it was in the Team of the Week. Gotta mention that, Team of the Week, we got Morton.
I forgot that.
Yeah, we have Morton, Team of the Week jungler, Red, Purple, Blue, the Team of the Week support, we have... like I know the Tyromata is definitely Team of the Week. Solo lane, it would be interesting to see. Go away.
I was really hoping to see Just Built Different pick up the Ravana instead of the Willish, but it looks like Qin-Kais got it. So it looks like...
Yeah, so Just Build Different pick up Guan Yu here.
Not a bad pick. They're probably just thinking it's a Jorm. Probably can't really lane bully him too hard with most stuff.
Yeah.
Might as well just play for team fights, really. So I mean, Guan Yu, I don't really think he can get bullied at all by Jorm. But at the same time, I don't think there's too many people that can really bully a Jorm, so he's probably just thinking I'll play for the better team fight.
Okay, and we we're gonna get into the game, but like, yeah, I'm liking the comp on the both sides really. Ravana's a very safe pick, and like, you know, can play well against really any god. especially when like there's Helix, but you don't need to do much to Helix really. Well, you can do a lot, I guess. As Guan Yu, I like the healing on that character. Very, that's gonna be a very team central based pick. I feel like I like his ultimate, how unpredictable you can be of it. You can cancel at any time, get that stun off. A very good ultimate. How it's gonna lay into Yorm should be okay. Has a sustain that Yormaganda doesn't have an entire amount, like doesn't really have. We have some suggestions that maybe these are troll fix, maybe like a Yorm mid. Yeah,
I don't see Ket Monster on the team. So
I must have did
yeah, Ket
did do
Monster's
that
your mid is fun.
back in the prospect days.
Oh yeah. Oh, that game got server crashed. So,
Yeah,
but he was 11-4 with your mid, which is insane.
yeah. If you want to crash the Smite servers, play your mid.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. There is a bit of a delay on the spectator, but that's okay.
From these picks, I definitely think that Qin-Kais has the better team comp.
It's a tough one.
I definitely feel like Qin-Kais are going to be bullying the duo and pushing the lead in the duo more.
Yeah, they definitely have the aggressive picks, right? Mid is gonna get aggressed out, I feel like, by the Agni, and I feel like Medusa's gonna aggress out the Apollo in the early stages, but I feel like Apollo plays very well into Medusa. Then you have but like the later the game gets, I feel like it turns for just built different. I feel like
I agree.
the threat of Apollo split pushing and being able to rotate and whatnot is like kind of insane. And you also have Morgan Le Fay that pumps out quite a bit of damage numbers, has CC immunity in her kit, she has CC in her kit. You have the Guan Yu healing, especially when we have these FG little tussles, when they're trying to poke out each other, and the Guan Yu's just healing all the damage, and Qin-Kais won't be healing that damage. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
But I think in terms of jungle, the Awilix will probably struggle a bit more later on than Ravana will. It's kind of hard to really set for a role.
Yeah, I really want to see how often this Awilix can get their ult off that will like properly pull and secure kills,
Yeah, the Awilix is an interesting pickup. I feel like there's some much better options, but we'll see how he plays with it. We'll see how NoPXD plays with it. We are just quickly loading in. This is a very anticipated game between Just Built Different and Qin-Kais. Both of the teams which probably will be fighting for #1 positions throughout the season for sure. One of the top teams in the division. It'll be interesting to see how they play this game. Looks like I'll be using my mouse to transition things because Smite doesn't like me very much. As we do get into this game, I'm for some reason in first person, but we will get into this game and start out. Look at the builds. We see a Yorm with Gilded Arrow. I love it, I hate it. Let's see how it goes.
Gilded Arrow, yeah, I love it and I hate it all at the same time.
I forgot to announce the rosters. We got Alfie Cerrone fighting Tyromatized in solo lane. We have Morton and NoPXD in the jungle. We got Luxor Gaming and Mystic Megatron in the middle lane. And supporting them would be Red, Purple, Blue, and iDorsey. Saru 5394 and Mr. Nacho in the dual lane, the ADC role.
About the start that that blue team have chosen. They've chosen to do the mid starts at red, and then the solo laner and the jungle start and rotate the right lane farm.
Yes, we see this start quite a bit in the Smite Pro League. It does offer quite a bit of pressure for the solo lane. It offers some extra farm for the mid laner. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Aromatise is very aware though, because he does have a ward on the blue buff there.
I haven't seen this start since the start of Season 8.
You do see, you know, it does put Luxor Gaming right into tower as, you know, NoBXD and Mystic Megatron are right there. I call him Mystic because saying Megatron's gonna hurt my throat. Jade Dragons didn't qualify for the Glare Smite League, unfortunately. Just didn't make the cut. So it'll be interesting to see. We do have Morton now in mid, supporting the mid laner. Not much has been going on just yet.
Yorm hit level 3 first in the solo lane.
Yeah,
We've
that's
got
meant to happen.
red team got oracles now.
Yeah, oh, that sustain for Time Ulti is insane there. Could have been in real trouble there if not for that sustain. Well, the healing of Guan Yu. Southie Suwon's a very interesting player because I've played with him personally before and like I've won a league with him and he's like a very good player. I was considering putting him in upper division, but he hasn't played the game in a while. And then we see Luxor Gaming getting low here. But yeah, Alfie Savone is a very good player, but never really seen him in the solo lane. He didn't play too well in the prospects, but last week in the mid game he played pretty well. But he's in the solo lane today, and we'll see how he does against Tyrotais, who is #1 in solo lane as of last week. Luxor Gaming is very low, needs to be careful here, not get picked out by Mystic here.
The Ganesh has
Red
got the looking for something in the duo lane.
Yeah, we're probably almost quite there. You see Nopex D walking towards the duo lane, but I think not much can happen here, not much mana on them. Morton trying to get some damage out and missed it.
Just like a Wheelix is ganking though.
Ganesh is
Felix
looking
is
low.
ganking. Saru 539. Saru should be careful here, he could get caught out. Does get the dash away. Morton gets the kill onto Mystic in the mid lane. Probably and Saru do get away, but Morton getting the kill on Mystic is quite huge. Like his first blood going to the weight of Qin-Kais, and Alfie Sarone getting the solo on Tyromatized
Oh wow!
as well. That's huge for Qin-Kais. Someone is ringing my doorbell. Hopefully not for me.
Be interesting to see this duo lane now that we've seen them hit level 5. The Medusa will be looking to be more and more aggressive since the out of the two duo lanes, the Medusa Geb have the more aggressive level 5 than Geb Apollo.
Yeah, because Apollo hitting level 5 doesn't really mean much while you're in lane.
Yeah,
That's game taking an absurd amount of damage here.
I'm not seeing any wards being placed in the duo lane's jungle.
Yeah,
So we could be seeing some ganks that no one's going to see coming.
Yeah, that's a very exploitable thing of dual lane. Make sure you're warding your lanes, because you're basically ungankable if you be doing that. There's a distance between the ward.
I'm not sure if they've had time to back yet. You can't really ward away from
Ivana's looking for a gank on the Guan Yu, but by the looks of it, Guan Yu's under tower.
Yeah, Guan Yu's not gonna leave that tower. He's gonna be a solid tower boy.
A Willish and Lefay are in the jungle.
Not much is gonna come out of that.
Not much has come out of that.
Yeah.
Ravana was looking for the invade beforehand, but the camps were not up.
Yeah, that's strange. So we see when you go into that Genji's guard, you know, that's very, you know, kind of a core item on Guan Yu, but we see the confusion for
Ravana is
Yomadana.
backing with almost 3k gold in hand right now, so he'll be coming back into the fight with
Yo's Wrath
over
and
full iron.
Tier 1 Mace. We do see Alfie with the Contagion, which is an interesting pickup. Not usually picked up at all, but it does offer the physical protection that he needs, and it does get the anti-heal that he'll need for the Guan Yu. Yeah. And we see that sort of game putting out a bit of damage on the Mystic there. Putting him down to half health. He is now going Alfie is now going to avoid though. Looks like. Bit of dueling going on here. Aggressive dash by Mr. Nacho.
Apollo has outcleared Medusa in the duo lane now. I was expecting to see him push that lead up a bit more, but it looks like he's going back for warding his jungle in a defensive ward position.
Yep. Picking around this
The
red buff.
Ravana is looking for another gank in solo lane. He's loving this solo lane.
Oh yeah,
That's Guan Yu
Tyromatized is
ult.
in trouble here. He could get caught out here if
Oh,
hit more and gets the
okay.
kill onto
3-0.
Tyromatized. Qin-Kais leading this game with 3-0 right now.
So Ravana, Yorm, and Guan all there. And while we were looking at the solo lane, there was a gank in duo, but it looks like nothing came out of it.
Yeah, no, Morton does have so far had more effective ganks.
Yeah,
Nobody's been
both
just not getting
times I've
anything done.
seen Nope try to gank, it's come out with no one getting a kill.
Yeah, you're just much safer taking those risks with Ravana, those immunity frames.
She's
And
in
the
a bit of
ultimate.
trouble here. They're getting collapsed on by 4 people. The Lefay Ganesha all fighting around Fire Giant. Agni's
Alfie does
ulting over
get the kill, a
walls.
double kill on Mystic
Oh,
and more.
we've got an
Nobex
Apollo
here.
ult coming in on this Agni.
That's a great Apollo. Oh, will he get the
Really
kill?
good
Luxor
Apollo
game
ult.
it goes down to Mr. Nacho. Dorsey could be in trouble, but he will get out just fine here.
That's
Good
the first.
rotation.
That Apollo's rotation is the first kill that Just Built Different have got, and it was a very good rotation from Apollo. But yeah, that fight really did not go in Just Built Different's favor.
Yeah, Mr. Nacho had a great rotation. You know, obviously, Saru couldn't follow through, but it didn't really matter all too much. He did get, you know, break down the deficit a little bit with that kill, but they did lose what 3 people in that fight, 3-1.
I think it was 2-1.
2-1, 3-1. I don't know. GCSE maths. I can't be doing all that.
But like we were saying in the pre-game, this Willish, I haven't seen them ult anyone out of the air yet because of the lack of knockups to do so with. I think they've only got two knockups on their team. The Willish herself.
Well, technically,
Lefay.
Apollo does have an knockup, but you know he's killing himself if he's doing that.
Yeah.
Nobex, he does get a knockup. Luxor
Oh.
Gaming beats come out of it. Nobex, D very much in
Be
trouble.
seeing that a Willish die
Should
here
be
from
okay.
tick damage. Oh,
A purple blue pouring on the aggression here, but
Ravana's gone straight back to farming, whereas a Willish is up to back, so we could be seeing a level diff come out of
Yeah,
this.
Nope did have to back there a little bit. Do you see Mr. Nudge? Never mind, I was on the wrong side of the map.
This
Negatron
is
using his
the
ultimate.
fail, and we've got Ravana coming back into the mid lane to secure this
Just
kill. A
off
Geb
with the-
ult
oh,
on the
but-
Ganesh. The Ganesh is down.
Looks like Qin-Kais are running away with this game a little bit. They're gonna have to
Yeah.
hopefully levitate, well, lean on that little bit of leads that Mr. Nacho has.
And Ravana, Morton is looking over for another gank on the duo lane to even cement this lead further for the Yorm. We can definitely see the targeting for Tyr here since he was the #1 solo laner chosen in the league. That's a Guan Yu ult to escape it. And
I mean,
Yorm
why
ult in
not?
response.
Why not target the guy that is, you know, slated to be one of the better players in the league, right? Why not?
Yeah,
Makes
it's
sense.
it's one of those things where playing really well is kind of a double-edged sword because if everyone thinks you're the best, they're going to start targeting you for that. And we've definitely seen this in this game where Morton's ganked the solo lane 3 or 4
More times
times
we can
now.
remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, more.
Oh, okay.
GSL.
I think I've only seen one time where Willish has ganked the solo, but no kills came out of that. We were looking at another fight in the mid lane, pushing up to the
You see
red.
Mr. Nacho's in the air. Who can get this kill? Luxor
Yep.
Gaming is now
Apollo
aware
is
of
in the
it.
air.
Ulting on himself.
Medusa is on the back. Camp's not. They're choosing not to fight here.
If Nacho has 1 million fans, I'm one of them. Mr. Nacho had a great idea on the rotation, just not. Just, you know, Luxor Game was aware of it, and so was Red, Purple, Blue, so just too risky to dive onto Luxor Game in there. Saru, Mr. Nacho, very even on level. Cancel that. Mr. Nacho getting very tagged out here.
Medusa's,
Saru.
although pushing up a bit far with the Awilish in the jungle, missed the knock up. Geb is coming in from behind, but it looks like everyone's going to get out of this.
They will get out of this, indeed, but
The
It is
Agni is
difficult
looking
for them
for
to
a
make a comeback
rotation.
here because with the away legs, just you kind of need setup to do stuff. Like if you're gonna gank effectively, you have to like kind of get your 2 autos to maximize feather step damage. You have to make sure you like knock up at the right angle. Ravada, you can just blink in and attack however you like, really.
Further behind you are as a Willish, the more likely that the person you pull is going to end up soloing you if you pull them into a 1v1 situation.
yeah, Redux here is a bit of a troll pick, honestly, but like,
Yeah,
it can work. You just gotta try to get everything you can out of this game right now.
I think the Willish wouldn't have been a troll pick if they had one more knock up on the team or a knock up that was more easily pulled from. Because the
Yeah.
Lefay, not the Lefay, the Lefay ability, which knocks up, is again a very short duration. It's quite
Or
hard to
even
pull
just
from
an
that.
enemy backline character that has a leap, that would have been very ideal, but I want
Yeah.
a single leap on the side of Qin-Kais.
Hmm. We're looking at the Agni doing a lot of stuns with his big AoEs there.
You see Mystic is gonna get caught out by Morton, or is he? Or is he? He won't. Dorsey on to Red Purple Blue right now. Red Purple Blue going to
Goose is
get out
coming
of
in
this
from the
Nacho. Great
jungle.
taunt. Great mesmerize even. Dorsey might
Medusa
get
has dash, so
Medusa.
oh,
Oh,
that's an ult, but no follow-up.
Magic Shell coming out of
We
Dorsey
could be
there.
seeing a Gold Fury from this, but it looks like Yorm's starting up Gold Fury. They're looking for this now,
Yeah,
and I don't think
prioritized
there's
is around, but could be very
Rear is
dangerous to
coming
go in here.
from the jungle, but Yorm is out there.
NFXT is going to get picked out by Morton here. Timeotized, they've stopped the Golf Fury, now Timeotize is here. Timeotize could go down if they focus all the damage onto him. Bit of miscommunication on the side of Qin-Kais here. Mid
Guan Yu
Timeotize is
ult,
going to get out,
get
but
out.
not
We've
worth
now
it.
got
Red Bull
Ganesha
Blue's
coming back
back in.
and Lefay coming back, both full HP
Oh
from
my
going back to
word,
Fountain.
that damage
This
on the
Apollo is
side of
looking
Alfie's
low.
throne. That damage on Alfie was insane. Oh, from Alfie even.
The warding is fairly even, and looking at the positions, they're in fairly good positions for these wards.
We can check that as soon as I know which button it is. Yeah, we got Mr. Nacho over here trolling with these wards. Yeah, fairly even. You know, a bit more wards by just a bit different, but you know, obviously they've both got controls of the global objectives, which is good. We see just a bit different with that little ward on Pyromancer, just in case, just in case.
We could be looking at an obelisk coming up from the
That could be
Qin-Kais.
game changing. That could be absolutely game changing. As we do see,
Which
I probably
it
will
gives
go pick
global
that
gold
up.
though, doesn't it? So it's it just cements a bit more of a lead.
For sure.
We have about a 3k gold difference.
Yeah, we do have a 3,000 gold difference, 3,000 XP difference. Not
Which
out of
isn't the
game
worst
just
thing.
yet.
They can still come back from this.
Absolutely, they definitely can.
And
come
even
back from
looking at
this.
the levels, so not actually that big of a difference. One level between ADC, even in solo, despite the kill difference, and only one level behind in jungle.
So the Alfie Soren getting pressured back into his tower here. A lot of pressure coming out from Qin-Kais here onto this Gold Fury area. This Nitro gonna get zoned out there. Idolly trying to stick around, get some face, be able to see what they're
They're
doing.
going to be. I think they might be baiting the gold for real. They might just full commit to this because there's no one really from Just Built Different that's there to contest it yet. LaFay's coming in, and the ult might be
Apollo's
able
gonna
to
ult
secure.
in here.
Apollo ult. They've dropped the gold
Right
fury.
into the back line, that could be risky. Nitro gonna get caught out by Morton here. Great Aegis though on the back end there. Belt of Frenzy coming out.
Medusa ult to secure the kill on that.
Does go down.
No, Medusa's looking low here. We've got 3 chasing Medusa. A Willish jump over the wall, but LaFay ult got the kill. Guan Yu coming in from the back end. Looks like they're going on the Agni. A Willish is getting dead by Morton, and Morton could be looking at a triple kill here with the LaFay and the Ganesha. Alfie got the kill on the LaFay.
Alvarez's gonna try to get out, but that route is not gonna help him out. Good beads there, and he is able to get out.
This is the second fight around Goldfury, and I still don't think they have enough to get it.
Goldfury went down earlier.
Oh,
They did
Goldfury
Belt
went
of
down,
Frenzy.
yes.
They did use the Belt of Frenzy on from Yormaganda, I believe. No, not from Yormaganda, from Geb. Somebody used Belt of Frenzy. And did secure that with Medusa whilst the fight was happening. That does put him in a 5,000 gold difference. It's not the end of the world, but you know, raises some concerns.
17 or 18 minutes in now, and the Willish still hasn't fully stacked their Transcendence, which they got as a second item.
Building Transcendence in the jungle, it's very hard to stack. You know, you have jungle buffs like pair rotation. You maybe get like what 14, 17 stacks at most if you're lucky. If you're able to get every buff, which you probably won't, because you know. Solo wants their blue ASAP, you know, mid wants their red
between the
ASAP.
two junglers, Ravana's starting his halfway through his 4th item, whereas Willish is still yet to finish their 3rd. But let's look at the gold in hand.
Sometimes pretty low over there. Alfie Someone's gonna.
I mean, I don't really hate the Transcendence pickup because they kind of knew that they were going to be behind after the start, so might as well go the farming route. Transcendence would scale better than just another mace, I think. So
yeah, Transcendence is a good pickup if you can definitely get it stacked. It would definitely help with output and damage numbers.
An Apollo ult onto the Scorpion. Both teams getting their Scorpions.
I was just trying to be here for this fight, but it was just a bit late. I mean, the whole team was a bit late to that pyro there. Qin-Kais did get that for free. That's one thing I've seen Qin-Kais doing well, and that's playing around objectives. Able to get those objectives for free.
You can definitely see that in the gold per minute, which is seeing Qin-Kais having the top 3 gold per minutes there, with Yorm the highest and Medusa, because they both have the gilded arrows, which provides a lot of gold.
Caught out here. It's a bit out of position there. Mr. Nacho could also be caught out. Aegis Amulet on Mr. Nacho.
To maybe chase that. No.
Does not chase it.
Going for the.
Playing it safe, playing it smart. I like it.
Could be looking at baiting the Fire Giant here and then collapsing on the team when they come to defend it.
I mean, they could probably do it. Honestly, Dorsey, the support down. Maybe they can do it with some good zone in here. Tynotice is coming around the back end. And Morton does seek that out. He does see Tynotice has done that. He just dashed in front of him. They do drop the fire, questionable honestly, but they do drop it. Mr. Nacho output quite a lot of damage onto Alfie 0-1 there. Mr. continue to put pressure in the mid lane meanwhile. Not a lot going on, just trying to poke each other out. Alfie 0-1 trying to back, Luxor Gaming also trying to back. And it looks like they're not going to get anything out of this so far. Bit of waste of time by Qin-Kais.
Yeah, looking at this game, it's definitely been a more jungle dominance sort of playing game. The Awilish has less than 3k damage right now, whereas the Ravana is definitely the more dominant with 10k going on to 11k damage. And we've seen Ravana put the work in and get the Yorm a slight lead in the solo lane, even though they lost the T1 before. Just Built Different has, showing that Tia still, even while getting targeted and ganked constantly, still isn't losing too hard. It's just definitely seen more effective ganks from the Ravana in this game than the Awilish, and that could be due to the fact that the Awilish is they've got no one to pull out of a leap, or that, you know, back to that
2000
Awilish game.
damage at 22 minutes in the game.
It's
It's
really
just not
underwhelming.
good. Like, that is not. No, that should never be happening. Like,
It
ever.
should not be happening,
Like, you just
especially for
AFK at Fountain.
Awilish.
Like, what's going on there?
Awilish has blinked onto the Medusa. It's a 3 versus 1 here, and it looks like the Medusa is
down.
flying for the Ganesha.
Where they get
Ganesha
punished
gifted
for
Apollo a
this?
kill.
Morton is here, but Tyrantai's trying to get him out of there. Luxor Gaming, great stuns by Luxor Gaming there. Mystic getting knocked up. Alpha Zero Run is on top of him, so is Morton. Mystic is going to go down here. Maybe a Death Shield. Magic Shell. Just go down. Luxor Gaming gets a poke out onto Mr. Nacho.
Apollo is getting
Is he going to get out? Alpha Zero Run should get that kill.
Awilish is coming, attempting
Tyrantai's is next. Just so split this fight from Just Built Different. They're not caught, like, coordinating.
Very underwhelming right now.
They're just sitting there and just being like, just taking it in terms of dying there. Not really doing much there. Very disappointing fight by Just Built Different.
Apollo has been playing really well, but in the team fights he's just lacking because of the team collapsing on him, and there's not much he can do when it's when he's getting collapsed on by fed jungles.
Down for Qin-Kais. They just keep stretching out that goal lead. 7,500 goal lead, right? Fire Giant hasn't gone down yet. Just Built Different.
Fire will be coming back up, and there are no wards currently on or around Fire Giant, so I expect to see some teams backing and getting sentry wards for there.
Just Built Different need that one fight where Qin-Kais make a mistake and they're able to capitalize on it.
Yeah, definitely.
It did look like they had that at first with the pick on Medusa.
They did, but they just weren't coordinated enough. They were out safe, and then I don't know, something happened. They just didn't position right or something, and then they got caught out there, which just I don't know. Sip Sap, whoever that is getting Nightbot diffed right now.
We're seeing a Fire Giant from Quins. The Apollo's ulting over, but Guan Yuo as well. We could be seeing a steal.
Qin-Kais gets the kill, gets the Fire Giant.
Killed the Fire Giant, but
Gaming almost getting caught out, but Mr. Nacho just getting caught out.
That's an
Luxor Gaming
beats the
That is not good. Tyrantai's might even go down here from Alfie 01. Is going to go down. Alfie 01 just absolutely destroying with this Jormungandr pick.
We should be looking at all the T2s on Just Built Difference team be going
still
down
going
right now.
He wants blood. He smells blood and he wants
This
blood.
Yorm is chasing. We're looking at the T1 and in mid and right lane going down with the T2s to follow. They should get a Phoenix off this Fire Giant.
What is that, Shred? What is that? Why is Jorm DPS in these towers like this? Should not be allowed.
Yeah, Yorm with the arrow is very scary. So Diamond Arrow, 80 basic attack
Support in
damage.
there by Morton. Not sure to who, what the speed buff? Does leave one of those minions alive though in the speed buff, which is gonna be him, but you know, it's tactical
Yeah, I've
thinking.
seen that. I've seen Morton do that a few times against different teams, and it's definitely a tactic, but it's fairly BM of them. Yeah,
I mean, it does, you know,
delay the
the
spawning of it.
timers, yeah, which you know, in turn, you know, our little coaching session, you know, every second counts.
3 seconds does count.
Yeah, so does 3 or 4 minutes, you know. We
Oh
won't
yeah,
mention it.
okay, we're not going to mention that.
We won't mention it.
Yeah.
We see, you know, guys here are probably just gonna, you know, run it down, as they should. They're gonna pick up this Pyro Mancer on their way. Just built different. You know, there's a slim chance they could get back into the game, but like it's
Yeah.
very slim.
The only way that Just Built Different are going to get back in this game is by a heavy throw by Kins. Yeah. That would be the only way. A heavy trolling and throwing team
Let's
fight.
see how their siege defense is. Maybe it's something, you know.
They've got good
magnificent.
ward coverage all along the siege line.
They certainly
And
do.
the Geb is looking at
Take it further,
dewarding. The Geb is looking at dewarding the door on left.
Well, Qin-Kais are very split right now. 3 on right, 2 on in mid. The
They're
support
just
is in
looking
mid.
for a pick right now. Once they get a pick, they'll push. We're looking at them dive the right-hand Phoenix right now. Absolutely destroying that Phoenix.
What do you think? Do we see a Yawn ban next game?
We could be seeing a Ravana Yorn ban. As those who have been very, very dominant in this first game.
To see if they try to siege a second Phoenix here. We're gonna see
The
the
playing
Garnish
Dinesh
Pillars.
very good defense.
Luxor getting the kill onto Novex Detaritize
Oh my
onto his
God.
backline, just getting destroyed.
Just getting destroyed.
Doesn't opt to stun, you know, cancel the stun early and get that like quadruple
Geb is
stun out of
rolling
him.
and chasing the.
Mr. Nitro trying to get some
Right.
damage off, but it's gonna get just. No, he's shredding that Alpha 01 here. He might
Yorm
get the
ult.
kill.
One hit Yorm.
Very close, but the Titan is half health. One fourth. It's dead.
It's dead.
It's not dead.
It's-
It is dead.
This game, yeah. This game was definitely a jungle diff and a solo diff. The start Ravana just had way more effective ganks and cemented the lead in solo and in mid, and that's what eventually made the game. And a Willish ended that game with only 4k damage, which was less than the Ganesha. Yeah.
Very impressive performance by Qin-Kais and everybody on that team. Yeah, that was a very interesting game. Well, I want to see how Just Build Different respond to this. See what are they gonna do here? Like, they know.
I think the main thing they need to do to try and win next game is maybe draft a bit more intelligently to start with. Because I
Yeah,
feel
that-
like a lot of their gods just couldn't really do much there, because obviously the Wii Links didn't really either have the setup nor could she actually counter them. And the very few times there'd actually be an opportunity to use the ult, they'd always have beads up because there wasn't really anything to burn those beads.
Yeah,
So it's kind of
Wix
like
is
suicide to try
a
and pull
pick
people in.
that relies on setup. Without the setup, it's kind of useless.
Whereas you look at someone like Ravana, he's just really self-sufficient. He's kind of good at all stages of the game, can play aggressive, can play safe. And you don't really have to have much setup for it. You don't really have to like worry about what angle. You can kind of just blink free, and that's always going to do well, or just initiate your ult.
Exactly.
And even with like the Ganesh pick, I don't really feel like at the stage that they picked it, there was really too much to silence, because he wasn't going to be able to silence out an Agni from that far away. And it kind of felt like, I feel like next game for a start, they need to pick gods that make a bit more sense with what they're trying to do. And also, I'd say go for a bit more like early game as well, because especially with like the Guan Yu solo into that Jorm, didn't really have a chance at fighting him. And I don't really think playing for team fights works very well if your entire team gets behind.
I agree.
So I feel like the main difference this game is going to be in picks and bans, really.
But if you look at the oh wow,
Because we've
yeah,
seen what Nathan and Nat can do, so I do definitely think this time it was just perhaps the Wheelix is just a pick they normally feel quite good on, but I just feel like, especially at the place they picked it and what else they had,
I'd like to see
feel
how
like
many kills that Ganesha gifted because I definitely saw at least one, which was the kill on the Medusa. But it's just I like to see that when it comes to Ganesha. I find it a bit interesting how many times that passive helps the team.
Very interesting game so far. We're gonna go into a quick break. Thank you for tuning in. We will be right back with some Smite game. We love Smite. Love this game so much. Oh my gosh.
Oh my
I
god,
love it
yeah.
so much. Oh my god.
Oh yes, yes.
Hi, hello, and welcome back to game 2 of this set sponsored by Melissa. And also, go to the poll right now, you bastards. It's just on the top of the chat. And predict who you think is going to win with your channel points. So no one gets either the webcam one or the VIP one, because no.
I think you've done a poll, not a prediction, so they can't bet channel points.
Oh,
It's fine.
that's epic. Well,
The
don't do that.
prediction is one where you can bet the amount of channel
Yeah,
points you want.
that's what I thought it was, but it wasn't apparently, so here we are. Chilling.
Printers is trolling.
I've never trolled.
You're trolling.
I've never
man.
trolled in my life.
Okay, we've seen a Shiva ban and a Bastet ban so far. Both good bans. And Shiva continues to have a 100% win rate in Glorious Smite League, which is, I love it. We've
How
seen
many
the
games has he
Geb
been played?
ban. I don't think he has been played because he was officially banned, and then when he got unbanned, people just.
I think he did get some game time in week 1. He got banned like earlier this week, and when no one plays games early in the week because they're trolls. Yeah, I think he hasn't been affected by the comp ban we gave him. So he should be fine. I think just people weren't playing, like, acknowledging him in scrims and stuff throughout the week. But yeah, he should be fine now. I will do the prediction right now.
There must be a way to edit
go.
Nightbot so that they don't get banned.
I need to fix Nightbot. He's very angry for some reason.
Yeah, Nightbot's been on one. Jesus Christ, he's banned Zip Zap.
He's banning people?
Wait, no, he's not banning people. He's not
Okay,
banning people.
I was gonna say you should be doing that.
No, he hasn't banned anyone.
I don't like the way he's deleting messages. That's quite annoying.
Yeah.
Hopefully that doesn't mess with some reason
The
stuff.
prediction is now up, so you can bet your channel points.
Yeah,
Who
you can
you
bet your
think's
channel
gonna
points.
win.
Bet them away. We do see a Bologna hovered here, locked in, nice and nicely. That's good English. Bologna probably go into that solo lane for Tyromatized. Very aggressive pick. He kind of just wants to run the lane.
Jungle though.
It can always
So
be the
this could be-
jungle, but no
Could be
XD.
a flex pick.
No XD has a god pool of I don't know, nothing. So probably not.
We saw the Geb ban. They obviously didn't like going against that in lane.
Yeah, definitely didn't like the Geb. Geb played very well.
I think
Definitely made some
they had
difference.
11 assists near the end, which I don't know how much kill participation that is. I know it's over 50% kill participation.
The
Yeah, but
image
also out
hat,
damage.
jeez.
Geb last game did double the amount of damage than the Awilish.
I mean, yeah, that wish kind of wasn't there in the game. Honestly,
We want to be seeing NoPXD coming into this game strong, into this second game strong, and maybe picking not Awilish.
if I am the coach of Just Built Different right now, I'm saying I don't care how many leaps and knockups we have. You're not picking a Wheelish ever again. Get out of here. You're banned from a Wheelish.
Yeah, or at least don't pick them into a team which doesn't have any leaps. Because every time a Willish ulted in that first game, they got beatsed. If they were even able to get a pull. Just
Actually, is
because
Gabe
there's a
able
lot
to
of-
cleanse people out of an Awilix, or is that
I
not?
don't think so. I don't quote me on that. I don't think so.
Have someone in chat.
You did.
What was the prediction of that poll, by the way? That no, it's still going on.
It's the prediction, the polls are going on. I have no idea.
Yeah, it's 64% have voted towards Qin-Kais, with a 36% confidence in Just Built Different.
We do see the return of Morton Arachne. You know, he did play very well against your team actually.
Yeah, that was against me. Yep,
Yeah.
I felt that Arachne.
Well,
And yeah.
Well, we've discussed, how that Arachne got ahead, and hopefully just built different, are built different, and realize,
It's an Arachne against a Kali, both very basic attack heavy gods.
I
While
feel
I'm
like
changing
Kali
the
is
subject.
just a lot better than Arachne.
I agree.
We see a Barkus
At
band,
least
but
lateral.
Lycosaurus Rex is here on the desk, casting, not in the game. Okay. Not bad ban, I guess, on the side of Qin-Kais.
I like the Nunos pick, the Kern pick.
That is a very good
I
pick.
do like the pick because it will the ult will prevent Heim from being able to use his signature getaway sort of we're seeing a Ganesh pick in Hin's team.
We see
Yeah.
the Persephone and Cthulhu band. We see
did,
the
we
Yorn
did
band.
see the Yorn ban. We did
Yeah,
see the Yorn
did
ban.
get banned, which is disgusting. What is also disgusting is this Artio pick.
Oh, RTO is. Yeah.
Never like to see an Artio.
There's 4K viewer points in the poll for this prediction.
What are they predicting?
The vast majority are towards Qin-Kais winning this game, game 2.
I mean, that's not a bad, bet to make after that dominant
Not a bad bet,
performance.
but we've got 36% or 3 people still hoping the underdogs will win.
I don't even know if I call them the underdogs. I thought coming into this set they were
I
like.
thought that they were both very strong teams, but I only said underdogs because of the overwhelming victory from Kin's team in game 1. Although if you look at the teams just as teams without game 1, they both are very strong picks, and I would have said that they were equal. And maybe it was just the sort of picks and bans phase that sort of screwed Just Built Different over, so to speak. And also the ganks far more effective from Morton and Kins than they were from Just Built Different's team. But we could be seeing this Kali get ahead.
This Kali could be the difference, honestly. We have
Could
a
be the difference.
the difference in team comp between the first game and the second game for just build different is insane. This comp is amazing. This comp
It's
is
a very good comp.
This comp is going to. I feel like it wins this game, if played right, and we could see how Qin-Kais perform against it. I feel like Heimdall has that ultimate to try to peel himself away from Kali. But, it's only so much you can do. You have Ganesh who can, Kali could have a very horrible time diving this backline, but with the support with Bologna, I feel
With the right setup from the Serenunos or the Capri, this could be a very good game for Kali, but only if the setup is good for diving the backline. Arachne will probably be seeing more pressure in the early game, and I think this game will go down to whether Morton snowballs with the Arachne or not, because if you can shut down the Arachne early and prevent the snowball, I think Kali's going to have a very, very good game. But Arachne will always hit level 3 before anyone else because of the setup of the spiders.
How do I turn off Nightbot?
Yeah, how do we turn off this
Can I-
Nightbot?
Can I ban Nightbot? There we go.
Oh,
Nightbot is
there we
banned.
go.
Nightbot is banned.
Nightbot.
I kind of need Nightbot. I might need him back. I can't remember why I have Nightbot. I'm sure I have a reason for it.
Probably to stop spam, but there has to be a way to edit in Nightbot.
Yeah, I will go
Yeah,
back
well,
later on and sort Nightbot out, give him a little lecture in, sit him down and be like, okay, we need to talk, me and you, Nightbot. Freedom of speech is back in the GSL chat. This really is sponsored by Melissa. Really is.
Melissa, yeah. We stand with Melissa.
You missed your
Definitely say
chance
it's like
to
a
bet.
massive improvement
Oh,
this
that
game over the
sucks,
draft
Marsh.
wise. You can tell they've actually got a plan this time, just built different. I'm liking the Kepri-Cali. That's going to be really difficult to shut down, though. I think Artio is actually going to get a lot of value late games. Normally, people see her as like falling off quite hard, but with the cripple, I think that's only going to get more valuable as the game goes on, considering that every single person on the team
Oh
kind of
god.
has a movement ability they rely on, except maybe Bologna, because that's only really a shield bash.
The block sacks for Bologna are going to be good against this the Arachne, definitely.
Also, just a disarm, it'll just buy you a couple of extra seconds.
Yeah, definitely. You've got the disarm, which in team fights will be really good with against shutting down this Arachne, and the Heim if we're diving the backline. The Ganesha silence though could be seeing some really good use into stopping that, like stopping the Bologna disarm, stopping the or delaying them, not stopping, but you know.
Did Matt really just post a penis in the chat?
Oh, I think that might be why we have Nightbot.
I'm banning Nightbot. Did I do that? I don't know.
I think you did, didn't you?
I feel like I could unban Nightbot without any repercussions. So you better be nice or Nightbot's gonna come kick your asses.
Delete that penis I just copied and pasted then.
I don't even know if I can from the screen I'm looking at, to be honest with you. There is no moderators in chat. No mods, no mods.
Marsh is saying he's actually identified as an attack helicopter. Or just Fedora.
Imagine GSL had a staff team, that'd be hilarious. What is that?
What is that?
I don't know what that is.
Both junglers going for Mannequin Scepter, so definitely planning on fighting early.
Yeah, and we are seeing.
So, I don't really see Mannequin picked up much anymore. It kind of just feels like Eye's too good not to get right now, at least on auto attackers.
I feel the Bumbers into the spear late game is still better, but I guess the Mannequin Scepter definitely still does work. I
feel like Seer would just be the better option there.
Perhaps it's I think with the starter items with these two, it's more the personal opinion, like what feels better for you.
Yeah, Mannequin definitely is more likely to get you that kill, like in the low levels. Considering the nerf, so.
Oh yeah, the attack speed nerfs for the double attack speed nerfs. It started at 20, went down to 15, now is on 10% attack speed.
We noticed that Qin-Kais did not do the same start they usually do, but we do see Arachne going straight to the dual lane here. We'll see if that shows off.
Mid to go for the back camps on the right, and we're seeing a cringe
Should
gank in
not
the
get
duo
the
lane.
kill here. No way she gets the
No
kill.
way
here.
they're getting the kill.
Yeah, that
no.
was a pretty poor gank by Morton there. Very, Sun was, Nacho was nowhere near in danger.
Kali did not
Anything
pressure
danger.
it in mid lane, so the Thoth is just doing that all naturally. The Kali didn't go mid lane, they went through the back straight to the back camps, and is looking for an invade on Morton's jungle while Morton's on Oracles. Decides not to invade, instead goes for the Agni, but doesn't get anywhere with that. Morton's now coming into the mid lane, seeing if they can do anything on this Kali. Kali stunned both root. That saved the Kali's life there. I think the mannequins would have. They're going to be fighting over these harpies in mid lane when they come up.
Is a bit of a missed opportunity there, not getting that invade. That really would have punished the Arachne.
I would have gone for the invade instead of chasing a Agni who's was already on tower line. We're seeing the
Seeing what exactly?
Sorry, I'm just the team swapped over, so my red and blue team are named opposites. So I was about to say quick Kins, but it's not Kins, it's just built different.
Yeah, Brexit taking a lot of damage from Mr. Nacho. Megatron getting a lot of damage from those Spidey Whiteys. Those Whitey Spideys. Tyrantite's getting knocked up. I'm interested to see if Tyrantite opts to level up the 3 instead of the 2, since, you know, Alpha-01 can cancel him out of his 2 there. It does take the blue buff, I believe, yeah. It does get the blue buff in Fade, which is huge.
Very good plays from Kali right now.
Exactly, that's exactly what you want to be doing, especially when there's an R2 in that lane. If she doesn't have mana, she is absolutely useless. And, you know, putting Morton a bit behind as well with that. So that's great play by Nova XD to get that play off the solo lane, which, you know, he's known for, to play off the solo lane and work from there into your jungle. That'll be interesting to see if he can pull this off during this game. We didn't see much of that in the first game.
Now to see if anyone's going to hit level 5. Looks like nothing's going to happen. They're going to go right back to farming. Looking in the solo lane, this Artio is looking very low, but gets back to tower with no mana and has to back. Well, this Bellona is just farming the wave. Do they have teleports?
Yes.
They do have teleports, so...
Morton looking for a gank here, and is gonna probably get this.
Duo lane, he's definitely going to get this on the...
Oh, great shot by Dorsey!
This Capri is...
Dorsey!
Oh my god!
With the MVP play of this game! Don't care what happens from now on. Dorsey just made the MVP play of this whole set. That was insane. Insane kill by Dorsey there.
I don't think that would have been possible to play any better there.
Honestly, the shell was perfect. Then the grab. That's some great play by Dorsey.
And all of the gank attempts seem to be backfiring quite hard on Morton, now 2 levels behind, while the Kali's just been content farming.
It's Morton needs, as the Iraq need to have kind of a snowball lead, or just even be neutral just to get that lead, and is a level behind right now, so isn't looking good for Morton. And, you know, Qin-Kais have been playing around the jungle, you know, a lot in their games, so it'll be interesting to see how they respond to this.
Here is definitely seeming the more dominant force in the solo lane this game. And there hasn't been many effective ganks on the solo lane as of yet. Gold Fury is up now, so we should be seeing some
I forgot to mention, Qin-Kais do have a sub. They had to sub in Rex to play the support. He is a low deficient free agent. Red, purple, blue was moved to mid. So it'll be interesting to see how that has an impact on the game.
The dynamic and the comms will be the comms might lack now because of the sub
being a
that's
great
that's
heal
a
from
really
NovaXD
good
onto red, purple, blue. Idossi with the ultimate, able to save his own life, but NovaXD is going to go down. Maybe Idossi doesn't get out of it. He does. Oh, great ult by Morton, although Mystic did miss because, you know, he is Mystic.
It was a good play for Capri to ult himself there, because if he had ulted the Kali, Capri would have died before Kali did. So the ult would never have gone off. So although it was a selfish play, it was the correct play.
Yeah, Idossi does save his own life, which is good enough for sure.
If he had ulted Kali, they both would have died. That's a high ult onto the other ADC. Onto the Stern Nunos.
I can't get to him. There he is. Aromatized being aromatized.
So
audio.
Should be seeing Cern push up a bit more now that the Heim's ult is down. He can be a bit more aggressive and feel safe about it.
Also, having a built-in lifesteal means he doesn't have to worry too much about the poke.
Oh, definitely. And Cern still has his ult, so he can definitely play more aggressive with that lifesteal and the ult still up. We're seeing people camping the right jungle. There's 3 of them in there. Arachne's coming around the back on the blue.
Very surrounded right now. He's probably going to get...
Ryu has ulted, got a Arachne blink. Bellona is still alive.
Yeah, just unaware that Morton and Brex were in the jungle there. Almost getting the kill. If he just ulted at a different time, he would have definitely got more value in that fight. Just didn't know that he was about to get 3-man dived.
This is the importance of wards. He didn't know anything was coming, and the whole of Just Built Different's team is currently left jungle, so there was really nothing Just Built Different could have done about
Honestly,
that.
they could have got a goal fury out of that. Honestly,
They
with
could have.
3 people on the other side of the map.
But
Heimdall wasn't even in lane, I don't think.
if there was more wards over the right-hand side of the map, they could have pressured Gold Fury there.
Absolutely.
But they didn't have vision and therefore didn't know that the whole of Qin's team was in right lane. What are the builds? We've got Arachne going into Golden Blade and what I'm assuming is a Berserker's next. Tier 2 Tower Shield. And we've got the Crusher, as expected, from Kali going into a Katana, which I think everyone knows is going to be Hastened Blade. But even after that gank, Bologna is still the dominant force in the solo lane, pushing RCO up to the T1. Arachne's in left, could be looking at ganking the Serenunos. We've got the Ganesha and Haim in left, with the Arachne rotating over. We could be seeing a 3-man rotation from mid coming into left, and we could be seeing a fight near this Gold Fury now.
Perfect steal, a great stun onto Brax. More trying to get something out of this. Great ultimate by Mystic.
He is
Dorsey
down.
somehow getting that kill.
This Haim should be dead here.
Should
That's
be dead.
It's
Nacho getting the kill. He's able to. Oh, just the burn damage from
just
red,
the
purple,
burn
blue.
damage from red, purple, blue there.
It's Mr. Nacho there, and that does screw up their, like, mess up with their chances of getting that goal
That's
through.
the second game in a row where this Agni has got really good placing, ults and stuns. We're still seeing in the solo lane, Bologna pressuring this RTO with the healing from the Death's Toll.
I do want to see what she is maxing out. She is maxing out the 3, which is, smart because, Alfie Zero can just cancel the 2 clear with stun in the bear stance. And you know what?
It's
It gives
fairly
a
pushed
lot of
up in the
build, so
right lane
why
with
not?
the Arachne and the RTO both lurking. Going back to the blue though, we could be seeing another invade. Looking at the damage, Just Built Different have got the top 2 spaces in that, with the Bologna, as expected in the solo lane, just bashing each other, and then the Cern as the second top damage in this game. The Arachne is out boxing the Kali in terms of damage.
Blinking into potentially his death, having to ult out away there. I don't know, did he not see Mystic Megatron chilling in the back there? I'm not sure.
He didn't. But the Just Built Different have definitely had a more dominant, not as dominant as Qin's first game, but they have definitely been.
Saru gonna go down here, potentially.
Here,
Mr. Nash going down, Saru
onto the Kali.
Into the Niflheim. He goes back to spawn. Goes back to buy some items or something, because, seeing some JoJo references in the chat. Can we get a holy effing shit? Is this a MF and JoJo reference in the chat, please?
We're seeing the Arachne ganking this tier again. This is the 4th time in 10 minutes that this has happened.
Ultimate.
Really good ult.
Maybe
they're deciding to push this anyway, but
Alfie Zero should go down here to the tower. Morton is going to go down as well. Or he's going to get a kill. Nopex D is here though, and Morton's ultimate is down. He could get this kill.
Just jump is down, though.
Unfortunate. Good stun by Morton there. Get away with that.
Although Morton's KD is looking better than Kali's, Kali has had definitely the more pressure throughout the lanes and is rotating more effectively this game. Morton is 3-1 right now, the Arachne, but Kali is 1-1-3. I still think Kali is outboxing the Arachne in terms of one-on-one potential, though.
I think as well with Kelly, even if you're just even, you're kind of winning in the sense that once you do hit that late game,
Yes,
you'll
yes.
be a lot better. So just not being behind is a win on Kelly. Being
Yeah.
ahead at all is just
Yeah, Kali is
just a
basically.
bonus.
Arachne is basically Kali, but without the safety of the ultimates. She kind of just
Yeah.
goes in and dies, basically.
It's almost like
I
Carly in reverse, really.
yeah.
Kind of thinking Carly the whole farming up for late
Seeing
game,
a
whereas
6th gank in
Arachne's just
solo
so
lane
well.
with a blink from Arachne. I don't know what Bologna must be thinking right now, but they must be thinking, can my team help me? Because
I mean, go ahead and farm him because we have in the left lane, Saru is being pressured down. Maybe you could look towards a Gold Fury here with, you know, a
didn't even
jungler over
invade
there.
the bloom, right?
Didn't do much with what was a pretty huge diamonds time. What I there?
Yeah.
Kind of free pressure onto that Gold Fury and
You're
maybe
looking
even
at the
take
Gold
it,
Fury.
if not just bait it.
Yeah. A lot of their team are in the right mid lane.
Even is that message, man.
Bologna has a level lead on the RCO in solo lane, even after all these ganks. And that could be due to the fact that the Arachne's been around so much that they've been stealing farm from this RCO, who was already struggling to farm against the Bologna.
Yeah, that and you know, Bologna is able to take out those psych harpies pretty easily. Well, Audio kind of has to
Great pull on the Arachne, could be seeing Arachne ult out here in a second. No, they just
puff
walk
out,
away though.
threatens but not
A lot,
casted.
a lot of a lot of damage there done to Arachne. Could be seeing pressure on the gold.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of bodies in the left jungle right now for just built different. Hey, yeah, they're looking towards the Gold Fury. Maybe they don't see it, they do see it, they're very aware of this Gold Fury pull, but will they get there in time and will they be able to pull sight out of the gully? They do! Qin-Kais does get the Gold Fury still! And they let him get it!
They're looking for Pyro from the Artio and the Arachne over in right lane. And I don't think there's anything that Just Built Different can do about it because there's no wards.
That is very unfortunate for Just Built Different. They get the Gold Fury stolen from him and then the Pyro comes straight after. And my spectator is going where?
That
Where are we
Gold
going?
Fury
Now
has
putting them into
actually,
that gold deficit now.
Where are we going?
if you look at the graphs, that Gold Fury and Pyro, that turned it from a Just Built Differently straight down into a 2k gold lead from Qin-Kais. Which is, so that was a very good play on Qin-Kai's part, and they're grabbing every global gold that they can right now, with the greatest scorpions going down. Both of them are down now.
See Morton trying to gank or evade. No XD here.
Got the lead. We've got
Yeah.
Ganesha coming over. That's a Kali ult and Arachne ult. Arachne's just trying to wait out this Kali's ult and done
Oh
that.
my word,
Executed
Dorsey
perfectly.
trolling there.
I was expecting the Capri ult and Kali, but he chose to go on the Thoth. That Arachne's going to get out. Oh no, Bologna ult and a Belt of Frenzy.
Get out, doesn't get out. Prioritized is being dived on pretty heavily here.
Terranunos ult on the Artio only hit the Artio.
My spectator is really bugging out right now. But I'm
That
trying
Artio
to
should
keep
be
it.
going down to these long range autos. We could be seeing a push for Fire Giant here with the low HPs of the Artio and Agni. We should be looking at a Fire Giant here. Definitely, if they're deciding to push right tower instead, or I don't know. I would have thought they would have gone for fire there.
Perhaps maybe nervous from the previous Gold Fury still, not willing to take any chances with Agni still up.
Perhaps, but
I'm really trying to make
He
this
was
work.
healthy enough to contest at a time. I think I'm actually going to agree with Just Built Difference thing there.
I mean, yeah, it's a safer option not to.
Because
But
if the Fire Giant were to be taken, then
I mean, they don't have vision on it, and Qin-Kais do. They need to be sentry warding around this fire giant right now. And, you know, they do have a coach, and I wonder what his comments were on the previous game. Because it does seem to be working so far. Be interested to see if that made a huge impact. I don't know what's going on with my game. I don't know how to fix it. So I fixed it before, and it ain't happening again apparently. As we see Morton out here, maybe just getting caught out a little bit.
Didn't want to risk throwing the lead that they have. We should be seeing wards on the fire giant. Currently, neither team have a sentry or a normal ward on that fire giant.
I'm gonna just spam some fucking buttons and hope I fix it. Yep. I have one.
Just Built Different are bringing the deficit of XP and gold back in their favor. Looking at the graphs, that last fight really helped them stop the snowball, or
Yeah,
it wouldn't be considered a snowball anymore, just the taking of the lead.
exactly. It did help a bit. Fuck.
We could be looking at an oboe being built on the Kali,
I fixed it.
or perhaps an Atalanta's. Although that wouldn't make much sense since they have hastened, so.
Yeah, it could be an oboe. They might even opt to go the tier 2 oboe.
I do like the oboe on Kali.
Yeah, I personally don't agree with Hastings. I just don't think it's a good item. And I don't think you really need it on Akali, but yeah, each to their own.
There has been like a burst build going around of Kali, which is the more Jotun's Hydra's Kali build.
Yeah, I like that build a lot. It's, you know, she has pretty good auto attack cancel potential. Maximize that Hydra output. I would like to see a straight edge as well on Kali as well. We have 9% pen. Yeah, Kali can shred those tanks very easily. It'd be interesting what she picks up. Maybe even a silver branch. Probably a silver branch. Yeah.
Like the Silver Branch, we've seen the T2 oboe from the Serenunos. The Serenunos in this game, the duo lane actually for Just Built Different have been the more dominant of the duo lanes with there are 3 and 1 Cern who have been really effective in the team fights that we've seen. Arachne's trying to push something on this Capri for the fighting over gold. Capri's got the pull on the Arachne with the beads. Arachne's gone on to the... Arachne has ulted out and is back up to half HP.
Great Romo Victor by Torotais getting a quadruple stun, maybe even a penta stun.
God, that was I think that was a penta stun.
That was a lot of stuns, and Torotais getting a bit.
And that's a 3-man Serenunos ult.
Yeah,
on the
great ultimates. Awesome circles by Just Built Different there.
We've got to be looking at securing these kills now, though. The Ganesha is sitting in the back line very low. The Heim is coming back in.
Heim is coming back in with full health. They're trying to pull Onlyfee. Hopefully, they could try to not get it stolen this time. We need some secure by Mystic Megatron. He's prepped it.
Very even.
It gets blown up.
Oh my god.
Just got blown up there. They obviously knew that was coming in and they were ready for it. Great Battle Frenzy there.
Frenzy to secure the Oni Fury.
That's what I call a bait.
That is a bait and a half. That Arachne just absolutely got blown up in that fight. We could be looking at a Pyro coming out from this Kali and Thoth.
That was a beautiful Oni Fury play there. Mr. Nacho and just able to get that ult on to Morton there, who had no ultimate, I believe, at the time. Wouldn't have mattered anyways.
In the first dive, yes.
Yeah, exactly, so.
No Pyro from Just Built Different, but they did get the Greatest Scorpions, which is one form of global XP.
Well, now we see Just Built Different with the gold lead. You know, it's not a huge amount, like 600, but
yeah, about
it's
that.
something.
But the XP different is more exponential, which is I think it's 3.5k XP difference, which
yeah, we're seeing a blown level 20.
Although we are seeing a
level 17.
Pyro attempts from the Agni Ganesh. Bellona's not letting it happen as we're grouping around Fire Giant now with Haim in left lane, who is now backing to Fountain, probably to prepare for the next team fight. We're now seeing the Pyro being pushed by Just Built Different. The Arachne's going to be looking at diving someone here. Thoth is ready for the secure with his ult.
Yeah, well, we're seeing, Just Built Different take over this game. They're in a bit of a setback with the whole Goal Fury still, and then them taking power over 3 earlier. But it looks like they're getting the grip of this game, and as Arachne continues to die in these team fights, she becomes less and less effective and useful. And as Mr. Nacho becomes, more leveled up, getting these items online, that's the more useful he becomes. As they are looking towards the Fire Giant here, we have 3 Qin-Kais members in mid. We have Alio and Spawn.
The Thoth is not there and his ult is down, so they don't have to secure. They're dropping the Fire Giant. Maybe it was a bait. That Arachne's in the backline, probably looking for this Serenunos or the Kali. Kali's stunned the Arachne. Kali's getting blown up, but they're getting ulted. Arachne ult is down. Haim ulted.
Mr. Nacho very out of position right now.
Very out of position.
Surprised he's not being punished here.
That's a very good Serenunos ult to save his life.
I guess a bit of a premature Khepri ult there.
They could... Qin's could be looking at fire here, and it looks like they're backing off to start it.
That was very sloppy, but Just Built Different there.
Just Built's different positioning in that fight really costs them dearly, because it looks like
choices as
Qin's
well.
are going to get Fire Giant off of this fight with Arachne and Artio out there peeling.
They got
Arachne's ult is down, however.
Fire Giant at half health, knocked up. Ganesha got knocked up there. A quarter health now. The Fire Giant. Mystic is here.
Oh
Just Built Different does get it. Mystic Megatron
Fire Giant.
does get the Fire Giant. They get one back against Qin-Kais.
If they can secure the kills on the Arachne and the Haim here, they could be looking at pushing all the T2s.
Great steal by Mystic Megatron. Makes up for the earlier when, he didn't, secure the goal for you earlier. He does get that. They get that objective steal back, and it's the big one. It's the really biggest one on the map.
Steal from Just Built Different right there. And they should be looking at backing, spending their gold, and then coming back into this fight fresh with the Fire Giant buff. And looking to push towers, really. Because there's no, the Gold Fury's down for another 45 seconds, give or take. And should be looking at pushing the T2s here.
Yeah, just extend that gold lead even more. The goal for get those T2s, get those T1s, and get that goal for you, and you're gonna be very ahead. Look at the play damage. We see Tyranizer right at the top. Mr. Nacho making an early appearance on the play damage charts. Has been very effective this game. Honestly, so far, best play on the map so far.
Definitely. Everyone's starting hitting level 20 right now, upgrading all their starter items. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out in the games with both the Kali and Arachne looking to upgrade their mannequin scepters, probably into the maces, which give them a lot of basic attack potential.
I'm just happy to see Nopek deal with more than 2k damage.
Oh, definitely. Nopek is doing a respectable 10k damage here. They're looking at pushing the left. They got the left T2. They're looking for mid now. Qin's is grouping around the T2 in mid. Arachne's hovering around in left jungle. Although they have been pinged on a ward, so Just Built Different know that they are there. So this Arachne shouldn't catch anyone by surprise from the ward placements that they had.
Great ultimate by Tyranizer in the backline there. Right, Mystic Megatron getting stunned. Stun coming onto Morton. Morton doesn't know what to do. Does he want to go in? He goes in, he gets the kill on Tyranizer. Nobody gets the Khepri ult. Ganesha goes down, Brex goes down. Saru might go down.
Arachne's survived on 1 HP. The Artio should be going down here as well.
Alpha 1 gets the kill. Dash by Mr. Nacho. Alpha 1 probably gets away there.
Arachne and Haim both coming into this fight fresh, but neither of them have ults up anymore. Serenunos has retained his ult for this dive on the Phoenix, but they're chasing the oh no, they're not chasing, they're going for the gold.
They go
They're
for the
gonna be
gold
getting this
first, very
primal
smart.
fury.
Let's get that gold lead up and running. That's gonna put them at like what 5k gold lead, 5,000 gold difference.
5k, yeah. And 5k gold, and then the XP is also.
That's quite the difference. That's like the difference between upgrade star with maybe finishing off a last
We did
item.
see the silver branch come out of that Kali, and they could be
did.
looking into a
Serrated
serrated edge,
edge.
like you suggested.
I would hope so. It's a
Yeah.
bit late, but it will make the difference for sure. Especially
Oh yeah.
having to dive onto that back line.
This mannequin mace is going to start to be doing bits, especially with the 30 physical protection that it provides, which sort of protects them. But they both have it. The Arachne, however, is almost a whole item behind the Kali, and that you could be seeing Arachne suffering for that in the next team fight.
Yeah, both opting for American Mace is very interesting. You see, Eye of Jungle is like just really good right now. It's like, why wouldn't you pick that up? But they do both go for American Mace, and it's better than the other starters, I guess. So it's good.
Out
I
of
mean,
the two supports, this Capri has had a lot. Both supports have had really good plays throughout this game, but I think the Capri has really got my vote for the more lifesaver support.
I would expect that of a Ganesha, but yeah, he has been playing very well. Idols he has been.
Arachne has blinked onto the Serenunos, but Capri's pulled to save the Serenunos' life.
Morton having to use
Arachne's
the
looking
ultimate
low,
there.
ult is
It's gonna
down.
jump onto Dorothy, looks like, maybe not.
Just
Morton
built
jumping
different
onto
on
the
the
mid.
back
Saru getting
foot here.
swooted there and almost caught out.
We
As
could be
Morton
looking at a
looks more
push
away
from Just
there.
Built Different. All of
Into the
Kin's
game.
team is looking very
Great
low. That's the
rally
Kali
here.
ult.
Kali
Bellona
getting
ult,
there,
sorry.
sent to Niflheim in the back there, and going down to Sarus. Morton
Arachne's looking
still
for a pick in the back line, but
still in the back
nothing's
here.
being allowed to go on.
Dorsey might go down to this, most likely will.
Capri's
Morton
down
able to
to
get a kill. This Nacho coming back, maybe trying to get this kill onto Morton.
really. You should be pushing the low level
Show your
Agni
ability.
and Iron.
There we go.
Good,
Mr.
good from
Creditor,
both.
great kill there onto Morton.
RTO is backing. We could be looking at they don't have the people up for Fire Giant right now, but they're looking at the Phoenix by the looks of it.
Beautiful
Oh,
combination
really
onto Saruf.
Combination from
Almost getting a kill.
Agni is out
Just
of
not
position
quite.
a bit.
That
Oh,
purple
Bellona.
blue. Oh, but Mystic's now out of position.
That
Stepping a
Ganesh
bit
ult
too
just
forward.
melted
Mr.
low.
Nacho could be in trouble here.
The two tanks trying to push that Serenunos for the kill, but neither of them dealing enough damage to do so. Both teams are looking to back and then reset for this Fire Giant. Bellona's still in Qin's jungle. Pushing out the minions in right wave. Could be getting 4 people on them any minute now. By the looks of it, the Heim, the Ganesha, the RTO, they're all around there.
Yeah, Enhanced Fire Giant is up. We'll see.
I think this fight will come down to wards. There's a lot of wards up in the Qin's side of the jungle, but not many on Just Built Different, so the positioning of the players won't be known. Arachne's trying to go into the back line again, but we've seen that consistently from Morton. But again, going on the Capri, not getting much out of that.
Yeah, just need a group up here onto this Fire Giant fight as Qin-Kais are walking away from it a little bit.
Just Built Different got away with both and Bellona backing there without Kins going onto that Fire Giant, which is what I was talking about with the wards. They were able to do that, and Kins just didn't know that it was happening.
Funny wants the damage stats. Well, we see Mystic for a huge lead in those stats. And Mr. Nacho right behind him too. A lot of damage coming out from Just Built Different overall. But Yeah, still
Ratney's
afraid of this
deep
game.
in the back line right now. Really looking for Just Built Different to go on the back foot to try and get a pick on maybe the Kali or the Thoth, preferably the Serenunos, but they're not really in a position to do that right now.
They have no idea that Arachne is here.
Yeah,
Just
they've got no
yet.
wards in that lower part of the jungle.
Mystic Megatron might get caught out here. It's very deep.
Ganesha roll is melting the
XD just
Kali.
getting destroyed here. Mr. Nacho might go down. Mystic Megatron great onto red, purple, blue, just not enough for a kill. As they are getting pressured out, and they need Mr. Megatron needs to get out of this. He's gonna go down.
Bellona ult, but a bit too late to
A
save.
little bit too late. Great damage coming out from Mr. Nacho,
Really
but it's
good
not gonna be
damage from
enough.
Oh, he's
No
dead.
pill from Idorsy, kind of trolling a little bit.
Really,
Idorsy gonna get picked out here, and this could be game. If this could be game.
this is looking like game, or if not game, then definitely a fire giant. But I think they're going to be pressuring the Phoenixes here, the right lane Phoenix and the mid Phoenix.
Qin-Kais
What?
needs to back and get some health on him, otherwise
got
he's gonna be completely useless.
15 seconds until the next player on Just Built Difference team comes up.
And after that,
10
another like
seconds now
14
that-
seconds. They're gonna opt for these Phoenixes, it looks like.
They're
Oh,
gonna,
they-
yeah, they're gonna opt for taking down as
go.
many Phoenixes as possible, which
And now they're going to the fire
or they go
giant.
to the fire. Yeah, smart decision from Kins there to not overextend towards the Titan when there are still T2s up. They've also warded the places where Just Built Different will be coming from, so they will have a very big warning of when Just Built Different is going to come. They should be looking at backing and then pressuring these mid and left Phoenixes for Just Built Different. The Pyro
Holy
will
guy
go
leave?
down as well.
I'm her Holy Gun a while, has he left?
That was EFG as well. What's happened?
This Holy Guy left, I haven't heard him in a while.
They're muted. I don't know if they've left. They might have had something come up.
Ah,
I don't remember them seeing anything in chat.
I haven't heard. I haven't heard him in a while. This is just built different. They're not out of the game. You know, they're still in the game. They just gotta play out on this siege defense.
Yeah,
And see
trying
what they can
to.
get. I feel like that. I feel like it benefits them to be defending on the seat because Arachne can't be behind them like she has been this entire game. And like,
Really, they need better behind ward coverage for this Arachne because this Arachne has been living in the back line, like fully just waiting for the correct opportunity, and they've been getting it.
Morton's been more back than their back line. Like it's crazy. It missing Nacho.
Morton's been blowing the back out of the Kali and the Serenunos.
See them just pulling out these T2 towers. They may even opt to go for Sphinx if Just Built Different don't show face here, and it looks like they might. They're gonna turn. No, they're gonna go for the siege here.
Everyone still has their ult up.
Great moment picked up by Qin-Kais.
Ganesha ult onto them.
XD trying to get a kill here, but
Kali
it's gonna
ult
get
is-
stunned and possibly killed here.
Kali
Great
is
silence
dead.
by Brex there.
No pet
Mystic
C.
Megatron, great ult onto red, purple, blue to get that kill. That's a pretty big fight for Just Built Different there.
You're sober now. Yeah.
Oh, taking a bit of damage there from Mystic. Alpha01 trying to get into this backline. Morton is here. Great! Beautiful!
Really
Roman
good
Victor.
blower ult. Really good blower ult.
Just not enough to get no damage on the end of it, unfortunately, to secure the kill.
Chill.
You can see the minions going into the Titan.
Yeah, they've got to be backing and defending that Titan. Every bit of damage on that Titan will help Kin secure the win. But they haven't done much with this EFG. How many of their team still has it on them?
4 of them.
All of them.
Does not have it.
Alongside yet. Oh.
Agnes doesn't have it.
Oh, Agni. All of the ults for Just Built Different are coming back up for this next siege, but
And the Phoenix on the right side should be coming up
which is when they
along
can
with it.
start extending it there.
Titus might want to be a
Defensive.
bit careful here. He's gonna get.
Ryu's getting dived by the Arachne. The Heim is on them as well. Actually, that's an ult out, but the Heim has sent them straight to Niflheim. When they land, it's
Still
looking
doesn't need
like
to be around this to try a peel for Titus there. Great
Really
damage
good
by
peel.
NovaXD. Saru 5-3 Saru dies to NovaXD there. I don't know why I tried to say these numbers, but NovaXD is going to go down here as well. It's a
really
bit too
good peel
far.
to keep that Bologna alive right there. Really good peel from the Serenuna Assault and the Capri pulls.
Yeah, EFG is off. The buff is off. Looks like they're still. Oh, that didn't hit. What? And went right through red, purple, blue there. This Nacho being dived on, having a beat out there. Not getting enough damage on this Phoenix. There we go. Does get the Phoenix kill. Titus is a bit low here. Mystic Enertron getting a kill onto red, purple, blue. Great grab by Dorsey, but not much damage at the end of it. Titus with the ultimate. Alfie 01 could go down here. Oh, just off for securing the kills.
Fire Giant will be coming up
Great
very
route
shortly.
by Mystic there. Brex gonna go down for Mr.
If
Nacho.
they are
there.
able to get this kill on the Arachne as well, the Fire Giant will be up any minute now. A ward has been placed on there by the Arachne. So they should be looking at pushing up the right minion wave while trying to get that Fire Giant.
This has been great siege defense by Just Built Different. They've
Really
put
great siege defense.
himself back into this game, and they're looking for the EFG, and not much can be said for Qin-Kais to get this back. You know, Saru is coming along. He might be able to get a steal or something. I would like to see Titus maybe peeling, sorting out Saru, which he is right now. Saru take a lot of damage.
Fire Giant
Down
not
to
taking
half
much
health.
damage here, but it's still active.
Mr. Nacho might want to get onto that EFG if they want to continue this. He's going to be tanking it now. He's
The
get in and out.
longer this fight goes on, the more chance Kins has to bring it back. The Arachne's now waiting.
They do get the EFG and they turn this game back around.
They've
Once
got to be
again,
looking at those minions in the right-hand lane, though. Those are getting pushed right up to the
They
Phoenix
are.
again.
This is great for Just Built Different though. That means Qin-Kais can't get the EFG and they are able to kind of reset and push up this right lane and get their Phoenix, so that it neutrals out a bit perhaps. It's just been very back and forth this game. We saw it was quite even, and then Just Built Different had the lead, and Qin-Kais stole gold, and then Just Built Different came back and stole gold, and it's just been back and forth, back and forth.
Definitely, it's been a very intense game. This is what we were expecting going into game one. But yeah, this game two is not disappointed. It's been back and forth all game, just past the 40-minute marker. Both teams struggling.
Both teams are evenly
get past
matched, I would say.
Phoenixes.
Evenly matched in skill and comp, right? Right now, it would be interesting to see as the season goes on and see if these teams meet each other in the mid-season tournament, the finals tournament. It would be interesting to see where they end up. This is a very exciting game so far, and I think it's going to end in the next 10 minutes, I would say, hopefully, because it's an hour-long game.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking to
But
push
that,
up this right lane.
That prediction that you put at the start of this game, people were overwhelmingly putting more points into Kins than they were into Just Built Different, but it looks like the people who put their points on Just Built Different might be getting a reward today.
Who knows? Anything can happen. Let's see the siege defense of Qin-Kais. It's something we've never seen before. Duke's Qin-Kais, have they been practicing their siege defense? Are they
They're
able
so
to...
aggressive, they haven't had much siege defense in these league games so far. They've more been on the attack. This is a frenzy from Just Built Different. Bologna ult into the backline. Carly is ulting.
Gonna get killed
Looking
here,
for the
so
Hive.
very low. Does get killed. Titus great. Rockstack Snowpixie gonna go down to Morton. Phoenix is down. Alfie Silverman just dashed in. That's going to be a death on his end.
Rennie's
Looks
looking at the backline
like-
for the Thoth.
Rex trying to get away. Is going to get away. They could walk right in here. They're
He's
going
looking
to
at the mid Phoenix right now. Mid Phoenix is
for
up.
the Phoenix. Interesting play. I feel like they could have just got the Titan, honestly, but it's safer than sorry. Better safe than sorry,
For
right?
the left as well. I thought they would have went Titan after mid Phoenix.
I mean, yeah,
I
better safe
guess
than
they're just
sorry.
trying to make sure that Qin has no way to get back into this game, even if they all die here. But
Yeah, they just want
they're backing out.
They just want Nopexy to get back into the game, I guess.
I guess, I don't know. I was expecting a Titan push here, but I guess they're looking at the timers. They still have another 20 seconds until the next player comes up. But I guess they're looking at the Primal Fury again, instead of pushing that Titan, which is fully exposed now, meaning it takes more damage than if only one Phoenix was down. They're looking at backing right now.
Yeah, switch back, get those 3k pots online, get those 500 potties, get those upgraded relics.
If I'm not mistaken, that should have been game though. Am I wrong?
I mean,
They
it's
definitely
definitely...
I'm
should've.
not really against the call to retreat there, because now that all 3 Phoenixes are down, that should pretty much make the next CFG completely free.
Hello.
Which
Gonna
should
make
then be
his
the game
hourly
end.
appearance. Out of nowhere.
What the hell?
That was the biggest player of the game, no one expected it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's
One
so
guy's
Oh,
at
to get-
MVP right now.
It's very safe, and as we see, like, they are crumpled back into the base, and, you know, the CFG's coming up in a minute or two, so it does become free if they are able to keep pressuring these lanes. We see these green boys. I have colorblind mode on, don't I?
I do
Danny
like
for
the
soccer.
restraint they're kind of showing, because right now there's kind of no need to rush when you've got that much of an advantage right now. So just
Their
play it
advantage
safe, get the
isn't
next
that
CFG,
much,
and then.
actually. Looking at the graphs, the advantage isn't that much. They've just
Oh,
climbed
not
out
in
of
terms of
the
that. I mean, in terms of the fact that they've got 3 Phoenixes down. So that's going
Yeah.
to force them
Oh,
to
yeah,
defend. So
damage.
to commit 5 people to an EFG fight, that's going to be quite
The
risky
difference
in
in
of
damage
itself.
for backline between just build different and Qin-Kais is insane right now. We got 45k damage on Thoth, we got 43k damage on Sununa.
This is
compared to
exactly
the-
what you would expect from those two very high pressure gods, though. Thoth being one of the top 3 mid lane gods this patch.
That 30k
and
damage
last
for
patch.
Heimdall is nothing to chuckle about though. EFG is
Definitely,
coming
definitely.
back up and still backed up into their Phoenix areas are Qin-Kais, and they're gonna have to keep defending and get ready to. Well, if I'm just built different here, we just ult into
push
Titan.
down. Yeah, we just ult in with the Bologna ult to stun, and you just end here.
We
I
just
would have,
end
if I was
basically. We
if I
can
was
play the
Kins
map.
here, I would have tried to get at least one on that fire giant to attempt to secure
The
to stop them getting the EFG. But
The left wave is coming in with them, so maybe they could wait it out and get that extra bit of pressure, perhaps. But
if they
I'm
don't
just built
push the
different.
Titans soon, the Phoenixes will be coming back up. So it looks like Just Built Different are going to wait for the siege for these Phoenixes.
Rex using his ultimate there. Morton might get
Arachne's
blown up
going in.
here.
Arachne's ulted out of this fight.
That's a
Bologna's
lot of ults
looking-
down. That's 2 ults down from the side of Qin-Kais there, and no ults coming out from Just Built Different. I feel like they could just go in and kill here.
Definitely,
Morton trying to get something here. The whole Titan is very low. Guys, you have EFG, please. I'm going to
Let's
scream.
also have our Berserker up as well.
Please, you have EFG and
What's against
Berserkers.
Titan.
Please, go.
Titan.
Yes,
Kill the
yes.
Titan. Oh my god.
Here we go. They
Very
kill the Titan.
quick
There we go.
Oh my god. 45 minutes game. This was very dramatic for this game.
Oh my. Oh.
I do like the restraint that Just Built Different showed there. It showed the respect that they had for Qin-Kais, and showing that they really were expecting some next level plays to come back after that AFG. But are we seeing a game 3?
I would hope so.
Also,
I would hope so as well, but I remember someone
These things-
saying that they had to go after a certain time. I'll get the screenshots of this.
Yeah, you better, because they won't. That was a very entertaining game. I can't wait for game 3.
Yeah, I cannot either. It was a very, very good game.
This is a very exciting showdown between these two teams. I want to see these two play against each other more. Next week it'll be them again.
The Ganesha didn't manage to get any kills.
What a troll!
What an awful
Oh my
player.
god, the
How
Ganesha
could you not get kills
trolling.
on Ganesha?
By the way, Galerius might leak history. It only took 2 weeks, but that is the first set to not be a 2-0. Huge.
That is huge.
Mr. Nacho, by the way, we gotta give him MVP, right? Oh no, Mystic.
For that play,
Ah.
was it for that all the what about the Bologna roll which hit 5 people on that Gold Fury?
I mean, I don't know. Like Mr.
There was a
Nacho.
couple really good MVP
I'd say
worthy
Nacho was
plays.
kind of consistently the best one throughout that from what I saw.
Yeah, I think.
From single plays though. The single plays, I feel that
I think
Capri
the
save
FG still is just the
or the FG steal.
MVP play there that won them the game. I feel like it.
I feel like that pushed them into the win. Yeah, you are right in that.
Yeah, but the overall MVP of that game, I would say, is Mr. Nacho. That just played exceptionally well. Played the Sununos kit right as you should, and Morton didn't have a fun time diving that backline when it came to team fights.
Yeah, he really struggled in that late game to get any value out of diving that back line.
Yeah, and also beautiful pilling by Idolzy. Like Idolzy in that early
Really,
game,
yeah.
that pill. I
But
really
even
like that
late game on that save of Bologna, that Bologna save, with the Mr. Nacho ulted and and the Capri pulled, and that saved a 1 HP Bologna, who did get high multed.
Both teams play exceptionally well, but just built different played out this world so far. Where's the prediction results? I don't know how to do that, bro. Let's see.
It's going to be a game 3 tonight.
Choose
Or
outcome. JBD. There you go, boys.
If you actually look at the damage tab on this scoreboard, Mr. Nacho and Mystic Megatron both did Mr. Nacho almost hitting 50k damage. If that had lasted any longer, Nacho would have been into the 50k damage area, which is 20k more than Saru, the Heimdall on Kin's team. And the Thoth did 25k more than red, purple, blue as Agni. It was definitely a damage lead for the just built different, definitely. But it was a very close game, very, very close.
We put up the prediction, the little prediction for game 3. Put in your pointies.
Your point is,
It'd be interesting to see what the split is like. That was a very getting close to the cam kiss. Wait, is that the reward or was just like turn on my cam? Do I have to kiss the cam? Oh crap! It is a face cam kiss. Oh
yeah,
oh
with these
dear.
predictions, you get like you have chances to double your viewer points. So if you would like to see
Let me get some lip.
printers
Oh,
get some lip gloss out and
I
start
need to get some lip gloss. I need
getting a
to.
hot makeout session with this camera,
I need to get
then
the
you could be doing that by
bro.
predicting and winning this prediction.
Lips right now. I need to get some lip balm ready.
I guess what we're saying is we're supporting gambling your viewer points to see printers kiss or you know
Kissing
yeah to kiss you, yes.
to
Oh
kiss
my
me.
god, the an overwhelming
That was a lip balm.
overwhelming prediction for Just Built Different over here. 92% of the viewer points have been put towards, or the channel points, sorry, have been put towards Just Built Different. 3 people voting on Just Built Different, 1 person voting on Qin-Kais.
We are going to go into a quick break so I can set up stuff without, you guys seeing, professionalism and all that. Besides this bit, you get to see this bit. I don't care. 1-1 going into game 3. We'll be right there. Thank you for joining us. As soon as I find the BRB screen, we'll be right there. Awesome. I'm gonna, just interrupt that drop. Alright, let's get into the big rounds. Let's go. So,
Everyone, welcome back to round 3. The first game to actually be more than 2 games, so
insane.
pretty
Player
exciting.
Sweat
Also a
League
45-minute game.
That was an insane game. I absolutely loved that. That was just great. I loved that game a lot. My favorite game. Honestly, let's get that onto the YouTube channel. Honestly, I want to make like a highlight video. I'm gonna do it. That's. I'm gonna keep procrastinating my overwhelming amount of coursework I need to be working on. And I'll probably edit that into a like highlight video because that was a really entertaining set.
Coursework's meant to be procrastinated on. It's fine.
Yeah,
We're seeing the fourth
like
respect ban as well as the Bologna, so definitely trying to stop them from doing the same thing they did last game.
I'm back, and I'm unfrozen.
He's back. He's unfrozen and back.
Like, for a good 2 minutes, PC was just throwing bits.
Yeah, we can hear that. Gilgamesh being locked in here.
Imagine having a PC.
I think that's the first time Gilgamesh hasn't been banned in this league, to be honest. And he's been picked up.
No, he's been open for the first 2 games, I think. He was open, but never picked.
Trowan, great. Yeah, that's a huge pick. It can be flexed into the further role if it needs to be. But most likely the jungle role because warriors go bruh.
Is the new Erling still banned?
New Erling is still banned.
You should unban him.
I don't think so.
Right now.
Right, yeah, right this second.
I don't even know if I'm allowed to do that.
No, I think they need to give Erlang his knockout back, but keep the buffs to his 1.
I think Erlang should
Be better? What is wrong with you?
Give him his cripple back as
yeah,
well.
he wasn't OP enough. He wasn't good enough.
He wasn't the top warrior jungle. Like, no, that never happened.
Never,
Like,
never.
Nah.
Never. What?
Insane. Never. We do wait about 20 years for our next pick. We do have a hover.
So in terms of like winning game 3, what do we think both teams need to focus on for? I think for just build different, need to kind of just do similar to what they did last time. Get tier on something he can win lane with, but also still have some team fight presence with. I think the Bloater was kind of perfect for that. Because on the Guan Yu,
Nunos.
Sunos is
running
back
that
in the
Serenino.
game. And
The
that's
50k.
huge.
50k himself.
50k.
I think
referring
it's
to Mr.
right.
Nacho as 50k because that was insane.
don't fix it if it's a broken though. Top picking 2 non-CC immune ults might be incentivizing a Daji pick here. So we'll see whether or not
the
that
next
is picked.
bans be the Daji and the Fenrir. They should be the next things to be banned.
I mean, if you pick Daji into Arya, you're kind of asking to die a little bit. Maybe. But yeah, for what just built different can do better is securing those objectives. I feel like that game would have went smooth if they secured those objectives better in the early game. I feel like they could have just snowballed into an easy win, but they had a few misplays here and there, and borrowed out of control a little bit, but they got back into it eventually. My Discord crash. I feel like my Discord crashed. It didn't crash. Okay.
No,
And
I
then-
don't think-
Still working for me.
Wait, the next pick we see an Athena and a Sun Wukong. Sun Wukong a very safe pick into the solo lane. That kind of confirms our theory that Gilgamesh is in jungle, unless they do a sicko move. I don't know.
really weird, really weird team comp of this.
We're
Athena
jungle.
jungle, Gilgamesh
Oh.
support.
I mean,
Ugh.
Gilgamesh mid. Well, I like to see. We see Pegon play that in the Pro League the other day for the Jade Dragons.
Thanatos locked in.
Yeah, that's very interesting to see the Thanatos. I don't know
We haven't seen the backline yet. We don't know if they're going to be
exactly, and like
particularly susceptible to this.
I don't like the Thanatos pick here, honestly. Like,
I don't think he particularly 1v1s either Gilgamesh or Wukong quite well.
Yeah, I'm feeling Thana might be a bit of a troll pick.
Yeah, I do not like that pick, to be honest with you. I
I
don't.
don't like that pick into this Gilga Athena Wukong sort of lineup.
You're kind of banking on, getting an early lead.
Definitely, which they have kind of failed to do both games. So maybe this game will be different, but I don't like this Thana pick.
We'll see how it
just
works.
picked up.
He could, make a difference in the later game. The problem just built different did have in that game is securing kills, and that's something Thanatos is good at. Securing kills.
Definitely. Yep.
Do you see the Kepi ban? And I respect that Kepi ban because
Yaga ban.
Harvey Yaga ban. That's
Okay.
weird. That's
Wait,
strange.
is that? I don't understand that ban.
Neither do I. Maybe they did some Morton scouting of themselves.
Oh, maybe. I
so-
know that Morton's got danger picks picked out for every player so far in the league, so he might have been looking
about
to
me?
ban
Does he
those
have one for me?
picks.
I come out of the
I
free
don't
agency?
think he's got one for you.
Oh, that sucks.
Some people have more than one danger pick. I think he basically got a list of every god and put who's best with that god in the league or next to them.
We do see the
I
Bacchus.
Dorsey picking up the Bacchus.
Dorsey,
We
pick up the
like a
Bacchus.
Bacchus. It's a very
We do like the
aggressive-
Bacchus.
Some
very
people do like the
aggressive stuff.
Bacchus. That's for sure.
Although his
Never a boring game with the Bacchus.
his burp will be interrupted by the Athena and the Athena.
That is true. I do hate being against Athena as Bacchus, especially in lane
recon?
where they just sit there holding the taunt.
Does Recon
Though I do
interrupt it?
think Burp has a lower cooldown.
Oh, that's
so.
even worse if that is locked in for Bacchus.
Ooh.
Yeah, Bacchus won't be having a very fun time with the Nox in the game.
Yeah, if that's a Nox pickup, that's a really good pickup into like the entire comp. If that's
The
picked.
Thana as well.
Charybdis!
Charybdis.
Oh yeah,
easy.
Charybdis
Well,
unbanned.
easy
I was gonna
start
say.
to Thana up.
Yeah, it was unbanned. Yeah,
Yeah, I forgot. It's just been banned so long, I forget.
almost had a heart attack there. But yeah, no, I definitely am favouring the Qin-Kais team comp right now more than just built different. That Nox is going to go really well into that Thana in the mid lane, silencing him out of his main scythe. And even the Scylla, the Nox will do fairly well into the Scylla, like if routing them in place so that the Charybdis or the Gilgamesh can go over and just chop their health down.
I feel like Thanatos has no fun in this game.
I agree. Thana
Zero.
does not have, because Charybdis will just immune it, and the Charybdis are a really good pick into both Scylla and Thana, and even the Serenunos, because Charybdis is so safe.
And then
they can
Nox
just
with
immune
the
Thana.
silence is insane. Like, Thanatos is gonna play the game.
Also able to completely negate the Bacchus.
I definitely think going into this game that that Qin-Kais has the better team comp and
By
will
far.
have by far
Just
definitely.
Build
Yes.
Different could just lose the game if he's picking bans, honestly.
Really, like the first game they lost off pick and bans, I feel like the Willish pick definitely, and I think this game might be a similar case with this Thana pick from NopeXD. I feel like we could be seeing a game similar to game 1, where NopeXD doesn't have any room to breathe in this game, especially with the going against the Gilga in the jungle, not being able to gank the Charybdis because of the immune. Bacchus won't have a good time with the knock-up of Charybdis either, and even Nox in the mid lane. This Thana is not going to have any breathing room to gank. Especially with the Athena global rotating onto wherever he may go. Yeah, we could be seeing a run back of game 1.
This is, yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see how just Build Different plays around this comp, because their comp kind of doesn't let their comp play the game, and it'd be interesting to see where they try to fetch a lead from. Do they try to camp the solo lane, try to maybe get a kill on some Recon, but that's gonna be very difficult. He's a very safe guard.
So
Yeah.
I even feel like the RTO Cripple's not really going to have that much use because Charybdis can't be stopped with a Cripple, plus the Nox silence can just shut that down, so she could just dash out anyway. Especially with all the CC immune abilities of like Wukong still able to get out of the ult. I think it's going to be hard for Tyr to actually get any sort of pressure off that RTO and build a lead. Like he did last game, which they did rely on quite a lot because Tyr's rotations was kind of what held the mid game together. Though apart from the Thanatos, who do you two think would have been better instead?
Anyone?
Like anyone other than Anna.
Anyone that's not that god.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Thor.
just
I wouldn't have minded like a dive,
honestly, just match the Gilgo with another boy. Go with Cyrus. Like, go something like that.
Iris, yeah.
Erlang.
I don't like that backers pick into the Athena either. But yeah.
We'll see how it plays out very shortly as we load into the game. It'll be very interesting to see how this game goes. I'm excited for it.
I want to see if they do a repeat of the start because both of the starts have been fairly weird to be honest. Or they did the SPL start where where jungle and
Solo go to
solo
Speed and Blue, the old start in
Speed
like
and
season
Blue.
8 or something.
Yeah, it was a season 7 actually. I think season 7 start.
For a long time.
A very very long time ago, and but then the game 2, the Kali game, they went from red, but instead of going to mid, they just went round the back of T1 and went to go farm and just ignored mid lane. Maybe they did that because they expected Arachne to gank duo, but yeah, I'll be interested in seeing. The Nox is starting on red, so it looks like Qin-Kais are going for the SPL start, where the solo and the jungle will be starting at the speed buff and going over to the blue. This definitely should be an interesting game.
We could start here. Yeah, they're going for the this solo little start. Like
I'm guessing that Qin-Kais did that start because they expected Nox to not have that pressure against the Scylla in the mid, so they chose to pressure the solo lane instead. Although not much pressure was gained in the solo lane, Artigo's still at full HP.
yeah, not much coming out of it. Just shredded farm from the solo lane there.
And as well, Scylla is notoriously quite weak early herself.
Definitely, yeah.
Trying to get to the Snowflake stick getting died on by Morton though.
Scylla definitely
needs to be
scales
careful.
very well.
Yeah, very, very well.
With the passive of every ability that hits level 5, she gets an extra 25 power, I think.
Yeah, they get additional effects like the root becomes, you know, AoE root. Rex
Yes.
might be caught out here, gets a dash off without any problems though. So Albi's 0-1 is pretty low here, but will be okay in the meantime.
It looks like the Thana will be getting those harpies. Trying to get that still a slight XP lead.
Right now, I imagine Thanos just going to farm up that level 5, not really look for anything until then.
I agree. I think that Thanos definitely going to be looking for that level 5 as soon as possible to start diving these backlines. Diving the duo lane mostly, trying to make sure that Cryptus does not get ahead, and even the mid, that Nox.
Though to be fair, I don't really think
He's
a
jumping
Cryptus...
onto the Charybdis here. Charybdis using their escape.
Good aggression,
Very
good
safe
fair bit
guard.
of help from both support and carry there.
Going for the
And-
invade on the purple by the looks of it. The jungle's nowhere to be seen. Jungle's in the solo lane, so there's no one to defend this. Seeing if they can steal it back. The Bacchus burping to try and secure this.
Dorsey does get the purple buff there. And it might get a double
they
kill
might get a
here.
double kill on
Potentially.
this.
Mr. Nacho,
That's
Bell Frenzy coming out.
Oh,
Hit an auto.
Missing
Nacho,
also,
there we
missing
go.
also.
There we go. Gets the kill onto Saru. That's huge.
Gilgamesh
But
coming
Morton
over
is
onto
here.
the Nunos.
Morton's
Leaning
here.
on the Nunos fairly late.
Good stun onto Morton there, but
Bacchus is out
taking
of
it back out.
mana.
Oh, Brex is a bit out of position there. No
Thanatos
XD's
looking
here,
for
but a
the-
bit late.
Thanos was going around the
Maybe
back line, looking for a
kill.
scythe maybe.
Maybe looking for this. Looking
Charybdis
for.
is coming back
Blink.
into this fight, however. He's got to be
Come on,
careful.
blink it.
yes.
Oh,
Oh,
he's dying to that. Oh,
Almost
Shell
was gonna
saved him.
die to that. Was
He
gonna die
almost
to that.
died.
you know what? I
Was-
respect the attempt there.
I respect the attempts, but you got to hit those. Can we get some of those in chat? You got to hit those.
You really do gotta
Nah.
be hitting those.
Thanos scythes are meant to be missed.
My game bugs out once again. Gonna cry.
Nox,
Please.
by the way, at 4 minutes sitting at 0 player damage.
Yeah, it is quite difficult to really hit it because you're not going to really be dashing aggressively. Plus, the silence, no one's going to stand in, and they're not going to be within range of the one, so it doesn't really need to get that close. So, isn't really someone you poke with, more someone at least in mid you just go for actual kills with.
I've got to swap my team names over again because they swapped teams.
Yep.
Forgot to do that.
Trying to fix my spectator. Timers, please fix spectator. Plus, Greg.
Especially on console.
What's a spectator?
Yes, not very good.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
that.
It's actually guaranteed to crash at least once every time you
Yes.
load it.
It is.
Athena, oh, incoming. Alpha Seal 1 trying to get this kill
Oh,
into
into the
Tyrone.
RPI.
Great ultimate by Alpha.
Triple
By
stun.
Nope
That's
XD.
managed to get the kill.
Is able to get a kill. Morton
Gilgamesh
might be able to
kick,
get
oh my
Nope
God,
XD there though.
Really good placement on that Gilgamesh
Unfortunate.
kick. Although the archer was trying to run at that Gilgamesh, trying to get
Morton,
any damage they
Why you
can
gonna
off.
go down there? Doesn't up to chase Morton there. Dustin.
Perhaps got a missing middle call.
Perhaps.
Or just didn't have anything up and didn't want to just follow him with auto attacks.
One day this will fix and I'll be very happy. This is like having like a Xbox controller has a drift. Is that what they're called? Drift? An analog stick?
Oh, a stick drift.
Yeah, that's basically what I got right now.
How are you getting stick drift on a mouse?
No, it's just like the spectator. This we see Saru getting very low here. Miss Nudger and Alpin a lot of damage there. If I let go, bye bye.
Yeah, the Serenunos did really good damage on that Charybdis, and their escape will be down for another 5 or 6 seconds. The Serenunos already stacking his Devourer's Gauntlet, while Charybdis is only just now backing to go get it.
Megatron going down there to red, purple, blue. Great play by Morton to get that kill. You see Alpha Seal 1 being invaded on the other side of the map there. Very good play of the map.
Oh, we could be seeing this Somu Kong get pressured here, but this Artio decided not to fight. Thanatos hit his scythe, so we've gone fairly low.
Very good utilization of the map there. Seeing what happened in mid, going to put a lot of pressure onto the solo lane in return.
Currently, Serenus is 14 stacks ahead of Charybdis on their Devourer's Gauntlets.
I do think Kern just wins the matchup 1-on-1.
I do as well.
I don't really think there's that many people who can really fight a Kern. He kind of counters a lot of the other meta picks as well, like Medusa. Cryptis isn't really someone.
Morton.
But Charybdis is also very safe, so I doubt we'll see many deaths on the Charybdis this game, just purely because of how safe they are.
Morton, maybe it's Alfie Sarone getting onto here. Safina's here as well. Rex could punish this. Apex D could be out of this. Timeletize offering nothing there.
Banner's now 1 and 2, not cementing an early lead at all. Gilgamesh definitely now having a level advantage.
Definitely nothing on lack of trying to make these plays, but coming out at the end of it on the losing end.
As a Thaner, I don't think the solo lane is really where you want to be pressuring. You want to be really going for the squishier gods that in the early game, sort of the mid laners and the ADC, where your Scythe will be doing a lot more as it's your main damage.
He's gonna get that onto Saru here. Saru looking for the knock up. Great ultimate by
really
Mr. Nacho. Perfect timing. As Morton trying to get this kill onto Nacho, is gonna be able to.
No one was there to call the rotation for Gilgamesh, and Athena, I'm thinking, ulted that fight. Unfortunate. They're looking to pressure for the red buff. By the looks of it, just built different. Going for the red buff. They're going to get rotated on by this Gilgamesh and this Athena.
SnowMaxD could get caught out here. He's gonna get caught out here.
Getting
Great
caught out.
Combination by red, purple, blue there.
Like we said in the pre-game, he's not having any room to breathe in these fights, and they're pushing up a bit too far for already being behind in terms of level for this Thanatos.
Dorsey trying to go put damage as he goes down. There's not a lot coming out of it. Red, purple, blue does get the kill onto Dorsey there. You see this game kind of slipping out of the hands of just built different. Just a little bit.
The game 2 was a lot more closer at 11 minutes, where it was I think it was 3 and 3 at 11 minutes, whereas Kins now has a 3-kill lead on Just Built Different, and I think it's a 1.5k gold lead. And if we look at the stats, it's not much of a gold lead actually, but it's still very, very close. The Gilgamesh is definitely doing a lot more work than the Thana right now. Samukong looking low. Oh, healing all the way.
Oh, there's Nopex D in the air right now. It's gonna go on to Nopex D, go on to Saru and gets that kill. That's what he should definitely be doing as the Thanatos is.
Be doing this way more often. He should have been doing that since the start of the game. Definitely since the start of the game. But he spent a lot of time in the solo lane, which might cost him late game. Stopped him from snowballing early, I think. But he should be really camping this mid and ADC and looking for the ult. Especially since with the stun, Serenunos can ult as well. And pretty much
Mega caught out here. Fina, and Doc's coming with. That was a great play by Brex and Red Purple Blue. Great communication and stuff. Get that.
It looks like even though they are a sub, their communication must still really be good. Morton is coming into this fight now. Alfie's got the kill on Tier. That's bringing Tier to 0-1. Bax is looking very... Bax is getting bullied a bit in this team fight.
Mystic Megatron with a good ult, just not any kills coming out of it. He's very low and it's gonna go down.
Red, purple, blue getting the kill on Idorzy.
Just built different right now, being ran down quite hard. And it looks like they're gonna go for the pyro here, gonna leash off it. In fact, not enough DPS just yet. No one really here. to offer any DPS on that Pyromancer.
this point, they should be looking at after these fights where they're getting these picks. They should be looking at the pyro, like you said, the pyro, the
fixed it.
scorpions, and the gold. Definitely trying to get that gold difference higher and higher. Not much of a gold difference as of yet, but definitely the pressure is leaning towards Qin-Kais.
One thing I want to see from Qin-Kais is how does Saru stop fighting Mr. Nacho, damn it, because this is never ending well.
It's never going to end well, and they keep sort of stepping up. And I've seen a few times where Charybdis has gone into their immunity whirlpool and decided to try and use the tick damage from that to deal damage to Serenunos instead of just escaping. And that's just not a good idea. It doesn't do anywhere near enough damage.
Well, it
Thanatos
does have
was
the
looking for a
knock-up,
gank
but
there.
it's not offering a whole bunch, especially when you're just being out DPS'd. As Morton blinks onto NovaXD. NovaXD just being farmed here.
Being bullied. This is giving me flashbacks of game 1, really. The Thana has had more of a presence than the Awilish, but yeah,
It's looking that
we
way.
could be seeing a repeat of just not picking the right god. Because Thana does
So
not
only
work
3
with-
kills were got in game 1, so they are doing better than that already.
They are doing better than game 1 already, to give them credit. But I'm still not sure if Thana was the correct pick for this comp that they're going into. It's a very suffocating team comp with the Nox and the Nox silence and the root and the Athena taunt. Even the Gilgamesh has the drop kick that displaces.
My man using a banned skin, I just realised he is. Alright.
What, the Thanatos?
Yeah.
Wow, that's an instant forfeit right there.
Absolutely.
I don't think
4%.
that skin really gets
Absolutely.
any advantages, that one.
It's a SPL banned skin. It doesn't matter.
It's an annoying ass
nah.
skin, so.
I think most of the SPL banned skins are actually because it puts the person wearing it at a disadvantage. Except for the rat skins, the anime rat skins.
Or
which make
Loki.
it better.
Brex
But,
trying to get out here, not enough
that
damage
Thanos-
being output.
That Thana skin is actually louder than normal Thana, so that's why it's banned. It actually puts him at a disadvantage.
I wonder why they ban it if it puts you at a disadvantage, because
I
surely
think it's
then there
just
wouldn't be a
because
problem with
it's
that.
a offense skin, because a lot of these crossovers, they're all banned, all the crossovers.
Yeah.
See, it says all Ruby skins, all TMNT skins. Ruby skins aren't banned. I call cap.
I swear they're banned. Well, in GSL.
Not the Freya one, hopefully.
In GSL, it says they're banned.
Yeah, they should be banned. Crossover skins are banned.
That could be towards more like promotional thing. They don't want to promote them too much.
I don't know.
I don't know. I still think that Thana is ulting into the solo lane again. Sun Wukong immunes it with his ult, and I don't think they're going to get anything out of this. We've got a Nox.
Tamatai's gonna go down here.
We saw the Nox dash into the Athena ult and teleport all the way to the solo lane. That was a really good play to get the pick on the tier.
When are we gonna start respecting the Nox pick? This pick is insane. The science is
really
just
good
so
Nox
strong.
pick.
But Mystic, even stronger, is getting a kill there onto Alfie
4-man
01.
Stellar ult that didn't get any didn't get any kills. Lots of damage though. They're looking for the pyro now. This Nox really is an insane pick in this comp, especially with the Athena.
Qin-Kais be able to secure that Pyromancer, but Brex might go down here. Just might. Gets the dash.
Thana
Great. Scythe. What, Scythe?
looking for the Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh
Morton's
stun.
pretty low right now. They could look to
Back was
take
knock up
out
on the
Morton
Gilgamesh.
here.
Still a missed a stun, unfortunately.
Alfie
Some-
01 coming back into this. NovaXD bit low. Maybe
Gets the
look for a
Gilgamesh.
re-engage. Gets the kill onto Morton. Totally worth, honestly. He could also even just get out of this as well. Especially
Nox
some
ult onto the Thana. The tick damage.
Mate,
I think will
ultimate
kill
by
him.
Nox.
That hit
Mate,
damage I
we're
think
probably
kills
there.
him. I'm looking at this Thana.
He's fine. He's
alive.
absolutely fine. Good peel by iDorsey and the rest of the squad. Yeah. get no XD out of there after diving for that kill on Morton. That was absolutely worth it.
That was a really good kill to get him out of that as well.
Has managed to salvage the KD a bit. So his
He
last two
has,
kills.
he has. He's now
For
4
sure,
and
and
5.
the goal deficit as well. Getting that shutdown onto Morton there.
Definitely, but Morton has still been definitely the more dominant jungler out of these 3 games.
Absolutely. It'll be
Just
interesting.
looking at Morton's early game, he definitely excels in that and getting the lead and putting solo ahead. He does really like to gank the solo lane.
He definitely
Seeing
plays the cringe junglers.
Oh yeah, he's what is this? Arachne cringe,
Gilga
Gilgamesh
and
cringe.
someone else. Who was it?
Who was it first game?
I don't remember.
Ravana.
Oh, Ravana.
Ravana's
That's
not
not cringe. He's
Ravana's not
respectable.
cringe.
He's
Ravana's not
respectable. We
I
appreciate
respect
Ravana.
Ravana.
we can
appreciate
respect
Ravana.
Ravana. Yes.
He's boring to play sometimes, but like, yeah, he's fun. Yeah, you know.
He's a
Just-
good counter pick, definitely.
Mr. Nacho
I think he's just a
should
good
be
card
getting
squad.
caught out here. Great dodge on the Charybdis. Oh, Mr. Megatron outputting a lot of damage. Gets the double kill. Morton getting the reset. Red, purple, blue getting the kill onto Mr. Nacho. Idorzi's here. Perhaps get a kill onto him. Red, purple, blue's in execute threshold, but it goes for Brex instead. The sign's coming out from Mr. Red, but fucking hell. Red, purple, blue. Idorzi just offered a dash,
really
but it's going to
bringing
get the
his team
stun.
right
Mystic
back.
Megatron.
They should be looking
Beautiful.
at the Gold Fury here.
What is that? Like a triple kill? Triple kill for Mr. Megatron there?
Triple, I think, yeah.
Beautiful.
Listen, Megatron's been doing some pretty good ults and stuff throughout the entire game, just unfortunately early didn't quite have enough damage to really pack a punch, but now they've got their Calamitous to Hootie on the line, actually able to get the kills with it.
This
build's
fight has actually
online.
plummeted the lead in Just Built Different's favor. They're now 3.5k XP ahead and 1.5k gold ahead now when they were behind before. They've definitely made a comeback in this 20th minute.
For sure, and you know, we're seeing Nopex D plus starting to play the Thanatos a bit better, maybe how you should. If you're going to poke some
Tyr
damage,
is very
poke some damage.
overextended in this solo lane. Tyr is very overextended and he might get
He's
punished.
audio, he's fine.
Seen him the taunt.
He's audio, he's
Yeah.
fine.
I think if that taunt hit though.
I think if the taunt hit, we'd be saying something different here, but yeah, he was out of
Well
range.
played for escaping either way.
Yeah.
Audio things, don't worry about it.
I think.
Yeah, we see Nopex, he's starting to play the Thanatos as he should, doing poke damage if he can, using that execute to secure the kills. Or, you know,
Thanatos in the air, going on Athena for some reason.
not
I
quite
don't.
as secure, but hey, you know,
And also,
Why not?
he's running into the Charybdis here. Charybdis is trying to make a rotation.
this looks like Qin-Kais wants this fight. Dorsey missing that leap there, walks into the knock silence. Prioritized pretty
Artio is
here.
trying to back here.
Yeah, just build different. Need to back off from this fight. There's nothing to be frustrating here. You're not gonna get your tower. You're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
The only thing to worry about right now is maybe Pyro in the next minute.
I really am respecting this Nox pick right now, but the Nox with the even the Gilgamesh dive or the Athena ult, it's really a good pick. We saw that in the solo lane when Nox dashed into the Athena and then the Athena ulted the Sun Wukong. It's a really good pick, and it's you can play around it very well. And we could see that happening when Nox and Athena both need to back for a fire giant fight.
Great.
Looking at this Pyromancer, Kins had secured that with
Great
the
drop
Nox.
kick by Morton there. Tamatais trying to go onto this back line. Looks like
And
the
the
Pixie's going
ulting,
to jump onto Gilgamesh here. Gets that Aegis off, does Morton. Mr. Megatron getting that kill onto Brex. Tamatais into the jungle right now. That's a 1-for-nothing trade so far. So who's a bit out of position, could be punished here. Could very well be punished here. Alfie Sirwanga have to use the ultimate, and so is Sarut for some reason. Nopex D
Someone on their
fine.
team is laugh spamming. I don't know who it was, but someone from Quinn's team was laugh spamming at the T2.
You know, there's a bit of drama between some of these players on each team, and obviously, this is a.
The Nox is here to maybe secure this Fire Giant. I think they might have ult up. They don't have ult, so they're gonna have to.
Idol's very low here. If he gets knocked up as he does, he could be in trouble here.
Just might be looking to die to this Fire Giant.
Getting their Fina ult on him. Miss Nitro goes down, criminally out of position. Alfie still one getting that kill.
They really should have got that Fire Giant a long time before that.
Trolling a little bit, just a little bit.
Trolling.
Nope, getting the ult onto the execute onto someone.
I think Tia right now is trying to launch a rescue mission for this Thanatos.
He's in big trouble, but
Thanatos is
quite nice there. Now Athena does pinging out Nope XD.
trying to back at the
trouble.
T2. He's blinked
Oh dear,
through the
oh
T2.
dear.
Oh no!
Oh no.
I'm so invested in this chase right
please
now.
Heal, please.
Heal.
Why were you not throwing your one?
Why are you not running?
No!
No!
Oh, really hit the side.
I'm now I'm the coach of this team because that was disappointing. I need to teach that kid how to play jungle.
Oh no, but you're teaching me how to play jungle, bro.
You need higher league at this point, honestly.
No, you teach me how to play jungle.
No, I'd show you a jungle.
The question is, after this game 3, will we be doing captain interviews or player interviews, MVP interviews, maybe?
That is something we haven't actually done, maybe we could. I think everyone will want to go to bed though.
Get Morton and Nathan to have a duel match.
I see audio and top damage, not typically seen. Got that fake solo lane damage coming up.
Things,
Audio things, honestly. Qin-Kais getting the gold feud there. Or primal feud, one of them. Only feud? I don't know. One of the feuds. Not a feud. Yeah, we're seeing interesting damage numbers. Scylla it's gonna start popping up on those damage numbers as she gets her build online. It's gonna be very interesting to see how the game goes on here. We see Qin-Kais with like a 3,000 gold lead. And yeah, it looks like it's back and forth once again. The set has been back and forth, excluding the first game. Very back and forth.
3 standard builds coming out of both the jungles here, with the Thanatos going the usual Jotun's Vigor, Hydra's Laments. Although I don't like the fact that he got his starter item second. I like, come on, man. It's messing up the whole thing. Everyone's getting their starter item first. And... Anyway, that's just a pet peeve.
You see, Mr. Nitro has like a full build pretty much. Look at how cheap his items are.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's gone for the Silver Ranch Oboe, which we saw last game. He really is enjoying this.
He could be getting killed here. He's gonna get killed. He has no leap up. And that's an easy kill onto Dorsey there, but a lot of damage being output.
We could be getting a banner roll. A Gilgamesh from the backline.
Well, and in the backline here, Athena ult incoming. This Nitro's gonna get caught out here. Rex getting the kill.
We could be looking at game right now.
Potentially be game. Who knows?
I'm thinking they're gonna push straight for this Titan.
Because the should. They are gonna. I think they're going for the Titan.
20 seconds until any of the other players come back up.
Let's go.
Thana ult onto this Summon Kong.
Trying to get something onto it. Don't gets the kill onto Alfie.
Clutch
not
any
enough
means,
and
I think that's game.
As Qin-Kais gets the win here in this exciting set, very long exciting set.
Deserved win there. Although I would like to point out Mr. Nacho's performance in the carry role. I think that Mr. Nacho outperformed Saru, I think, in both of those last 2 games. But yeah, Qin-Kais definitely securing that victory, and the set ends 2-1. If you want me to get people in here for captain interviews, I can.
Let's move to the GSL voice chat real quick.
Yeah, let's do that.
Hello, hello. Yeah, so we'll have a quick interview with Morton, who I'd say is probably, was the most, valuable player of that um of that
Definitely
team.
Qin-Kais, yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, the MVP of the set, however, could be different, honestly. It could be on the losing side of the bracket there. I'm trying to drag him up, but like my Discord's just not having it. There we go. Oh, holding it. Yeah. Hello, Morton. Hello. Wow. How did that game go for you? Well, that set.
Yeah, it was good. Obviously, the first game was a lot better for us. We had more of a full team out. I mean, we had a sub player and a free agent, so it was tough. It was a lot tougher than it I think it should have been, honestly. But I was super proud. I mean, coming into these games, we haven't screamed a game anything with Saru or Brex. So yeah, I was really glad that that we managed to win. It was a tough one for sure.
Yeah, Brooks really came in clutch. Played really well in that support role. Maybe potential sign up for anybody looking for a support player in the next transfer window. I believe he's a free agent, right?
Brex is a free agent, yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
and seeing that transition, red, purple, or blue to the mid lane, how do you think that went for you?
It was just a necessity, honestly. We haven't got Overlord. He's had some emergency, well, some stuff going on. He couldn't make the game. And Brex is an ADC main support, so it was kind of our only choice, honestly. We had that rough second game. We identified what the issues were, and we drafted better the next game.
Yeah, you guys played very well in all three games. The second game was very close, very back and forth. You gotta give it to the other team. They played very well in that second game for sure. And then, you know,
Yeah, Megatron and Nacho have honestly played out of their minds. I mean, the whole third game was, we've got to find a way to deal with them. We've got to make, pick better picks to dive them. I was when the second game, I was picking the Arachne jungle with the mindset of I just want to fight the enemy jungle, and it just ended up being awful for getting to the back line and getting on the FOF. So yeah, they props to them. Even in the third game, they both played really well. Scylla hit some disgusting ult combos. Nacho, I mean, does the guy even miss an auto? Honestly, goated. So yeah,
What
fair play to him.
What I'm curious about is you're very well known in the GSL for collecting information and such, and especially doing bits for research in the picks and ban phases. What was going through your head after the first game like after the picks and bans? What was going through your head? What were there any I think someone mentioned danger picks for the enemy team, especially like Nacho? Why wasn't the Serenunos a ban for game 3?
Well, the thing is no. This game actually, no, there was no research. Yeah, things have been. I haven't really had the time, honestly. But the thing is with hunters, in my opinion, is yeah, okay, the kits differ between one hunter to the next, but ultimately your performance on a hunter really comes more down to what your ability to hit autos and good positioning, right? And when you've got someone like a Sir Nunes, yeah, he's good and he had a good game with him, but I mean, he's got no CC immunity on his ult, and he's fairly easy to dive. So if you just draft better gods into it, I didn't. That's why we didn't really feel the need to ban it.
Good logic there,
Personally.
definitely good logic. Um, so yeah, um, Printers, you got anything else?
I mean, yeah. Phew, not too much. Is there anything you'd like to say to the boys watching?
Hmm. Not really. No, not that I can think of. I wanted to give props to the two free agents on my team, Saru and Brex. I also shout out to Red, Purple, Blue for the Knox call in the drafts because
That
honestly,
Nox is
that
insane.
was that not disgusting?
It was so
Um,
disgusting. They played
he
so brilliantly with that Athena as well.
Exactly. He dead up in the drafting stage. We're saying, "Oh yeah, play this, play that." He goes, "No, this is a Knox game." We're like,
Yes.
"Really? Like you think so?" He goes, "No, this is a Knox game." All right, you go for it, mate. So yeah, fair play to Red
Very big.
MVP for that game, just off of the pick, in my
I
opinion.
I think I can agree with that.
Oh, for sure. For the game, definitely.
For that game at least.
Who's the
Red, Purple,
set
Blue.
MVP though? Let me like
Yeah,
throw up
let's
some
have a look at
numbers.
their
I'm gonna throw up
MVP.
some numbers. Honestly, despite losing, I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards Nacho.
Hey, I'm Mr. 50k himself. I really think
It's hard. He played very impressive in all the games. Yeah, first game obviously, he was the only one really carrying out his team.
yeah.
Well, first game he was the only one really relevant in his team. To be completely honest, the second game was a hard carry between him and Foth, but ADC's coming into the game later, picking up all his damage, right, and he still pumped out 50k more than the Foth, and the Foth was absolutely murking us. So,
Hmm.
even in the third game, he still won lane, did a good load of damage. I don't think anyone would disagree with you. But I certainly
Honestly,
wouldn't.
yeah. Like honestly, the two MVP, like two candidates for the MVP of that set are from the losing team, which is just tells you how this set went. It was an incredible set, very exciting, very good to cast. We're here for like what 3 hours, and I've enjoyed every
God,
moment
yeah,
of
for 3 hours.
it.
Before we go and get Nathan in here, if we can, no PXD that is. Is there anything any comments you want to make about your enemy jungler in any of those games? Because I know there was a bit of rivalry maybe in the chat
Um,
beforehand.
to be honest with you, rivalry is not the right word. You've got to be, in my opinion, you've got to be at least a threat to be considered a rival, right?
Ooh,
Oh,
Um,
okay, so that's some fighting talk.
But
Okay.
let me just say this: that I ain't got no hard feelings towards anyone, honestly. But yeah, there's no rivalry there, mate. Honestly, in my opinion, for our team, the true rivals. I mean, considering this game, this game was really tough. But let's not forget, we're 2 players down. We're missing Overlord and we're missing Lux. I don't think that game goes 2 games with a full team, to be completely honest with you. I don't think it goes 3 games, sorry, with a full team. I think the outcome in that game is totally different if we've got Overlord and Lux. I don't think anyone would disagree with that, personally.
yeah,
Um,
having Overlord
and
would have helped.
in our opinion, as a team, I think the hardest test for us is probably Manga's team. Manga, Slaking, all of them.
Ooh,
That's the
Liner.
game. Yeah,
Ooh.
that's the game that we think is going to be the hardest.
Yeah, I think the top three of this division is certainly you guys, just built different and spaced out. There's very strong teams, some very good players that, are
Space
about to
out
be
who will be
recognized.
space out who will be playing on Monday night, I think. I don't know
Yeah,
who's going to stream that.
Monday, 8 p.m. or something. I won't be around to stream that, unfortunately. But, if someone wants to learn how to observe, I won't go against it.
Before we go, just one thing actually I did want to say. I did actually want to. I don't even know if they're still listening or not, but to Nathan, Tier, and all the rest of the boys, that game was really fucking fun. So thanks very much for that. We appreciate that. It's more important to have good fun games, especially when they're close like that. So
Yeah.
yeah, I've got no hard feelings towards any of yous. yeah, just
Well,
thanks for the games.
Nathan is sitting in Captain's VC. I think we're going to drag
I'll
him
move
in
him
here now.
promptly after Morton leaves.
Alright, I'll take the
Okay.
hint. Alright, thanks very much.
Thank you for a
Thank
great
you for the
game.
interview.
Alright.
Uh,
Yeah,
Cheers.
big up red, purple, blue. That knocks.
yeah,
Yes.
definitely that
MVP.
Nox MVP in that
Last
last
week,
game.
support of the week.
I
Insane player.
wouldn't be surprised if they were a player of the week again at the end of this week's games.
Yeah, we're bringing in the captain for Just Built Different. Nope XD, hello. What are your thoughts on an exciting set?
Huh? What just happened? I had both. I had this and the stream on at the same time. I just had you twice.
What are your
what are your
thoughts on this exciting set?
Oh right, okay. It was some good sets. They were fun games to play. Game one obviously did not go in our favor or mine at all. Game one was horrible for me.
Like to
I don't think we can live that one down.
I would like to ask about that Willish pick.
Look.
Look, man,
I had the wrong mindset going into it. It did not end well.
what
We
was the
learned from it.
thought process behind
I don't know
that?
what happened. Nothing
And I'm
went
not
right
gonna
for me
lie,
game one.
when you rewatch this stream, I did mention it a few times
I
because
don't blame you.
that Willish was, yeah.
Yeah, I'll be real. Considering Obelix is supposed to be one of my best picks, that was
It was
poor
the
from me.
it was the comp that you put it into. It was
Yeah.
really, and I was even questioning the Thana pick in that last game. But you exceeded my expectations. I think both of us, because we were both very highly critical of that Thana pick. But you really showed us, even though you lost, you still did bits with that Thana, and showed us that you weren't anything to be messed around with.
Yeah, with that fun, I knew I needed to play confidently and more aggressive. Obviously, I went for a few early blue invades. And I just thought, fuck it, if I can play as aggressive as possible and see how they react to this. And to an extent, it worked. We had a rough fight around fire, and then our defense around the right tier 2 tower was just not there for us. So it's unfortunate.
What did you have? And do you have any feelings towards or thoughts about the enemy jungler that you were against, Morton?
Stir it up, don't you?
Look, we love a good anime arc, don't we? We love a good
Yes, we
comeback
love a good
arc.
anime arc.
It's
That
never
game
over
too.
till the end of the
Call him out for
season.
mid-season. Go on.
Yeah, look,
Finals.
I'm enough of a man to say he dissed me game one. I'm enough of a man to say it. Game two, I didn't really have too much of an impact myself. Obviously, shout out to Notch and Mystic. Them two did bits in that game. I mean, me and Tier, the aim there was for just us to focus that that backline down as much as possible and give them two as much room to do what they needed to do, and it worked. We got the result from it, so we're happy with that.
Yeah, that definitely. And in that game three with the Thana, although you did lose, like I was saying, you outclassed in terms of kills. You had well, obviously Thana, he's so good at securing kills with that ult, which just executes people at something like 30% HP, I think it is, at max level. Yeah, you were looking at a 7 and a 6 game in that last game three. But Morton did do the more damage, and I think the Gilgamesh is just really good in the jungle, and yeah.
Yeah,
It's
the
unfortunate
Gilga was a slight problem. I think we also came across a problem of a Nox flying out with an Athena ult. That was horrific to deal with.
My reaction to that was, I love it when Nox and Athena plays in the same game, because if you coordinate properly, you can get such good Nox dashes.
Yeah, that was disgusting. Just seeing an Athena ult land on me and then a Nox follow through with it.
I really want to see Nox with in this league with more mobile gods like Athena, or even maybe a Thor ult would be sick.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. I don't think my team will be playing Thor anytime soon after what they've seen from me in casuals with them.
Okay.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day.
Yeah, that was an awesome set. It's very exciting. Glarious Smite League history. First set that wasn't a 2-0.
Yeah.
Very back and forth set. Game 2 was amazing performance by your team. A few ints here and there that made it stretch out longer than it had to be. I was screaming at y'all.
to
to
go
just
for the
go for the
Titan.
Titan, damn it.
Yeah.
Like, you have G, 3 things
Yeah.
down. What are you doing?
Yeah, why did you back off there? What was the thought process behind that? Because
Very
I think
hesitant.
everyone that was watching was screaming at you to go for that Titan. No one was coming up for another 15 seconds, and you decided to back off, which in the end played out in your favor because you won the game. But I feel like you could have ended 10 minutes sooner when you had the first 3 Phoenixes down. So what were you thinking with that? Why was the call to back off there? Who made that call?
I can't remember who made a call, but I think we just decided in the end to play it safe rather than risk going in. I guess we could have ended there, but when you come down to the fact that if you lose that game, then you lose the set. We just wanted to play it as safe as possible.
That's
Okay.
fair enough. That was a great set. It was great to watch and spectate. I think we'll call it here. And oh yeah, no, have you got anything to say to the boys, to the millions watching? Millions.
Get good, kids. You'll suck. Lamau.
Exactly. Thank you for watching, y'all. Yeah, that'll be all. Yeah, see you next stream. What, tomorrow?
Yeah.
Probably? I don't know.
Wait,
I have no idea.
there are scrims on tomorrow, but there's
Screws. I'm
You
not
know
I
us.
don't
You
think
know I'm
anyone
gonna be
wants
screw
seeing
him.
you in those scrims.
no one wants to be seeing me in those scrims. I don't think. Yeah. No. Hold on. What am I saying? You're going down, Nathan.
You got I'll play my
You're going
relay. I'll do
down.
more than 4K damage this time.
Oh
You
no!
wait.
I
Ash,
wanna
give me your account details.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for watching, guys. See y'all in the next stream, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Don't ask me when my league on. I don't know when the game's on.
It's Monday, I think.